And welcome in to the Thursday edition of the Chasing Big Joe Show live at the Omni Nashville Hotel here at Bar Lines.
Yes.
Literally just had like 20 people turn all at one time and go, what is that?
All right, where's Alan Jackson?
Where is Alan Jackson?
Would know, buddy.
He's way down. No, I wouldn't. He's way down yonder on the Chattahoochee. That's where he is.
Like, don't be all humble because you know Alan
I
Jackson.
haven't known him for 20 years.
Did you go to high school with his kids?
I did.
Did you take his daughter to the prom?
That was 20 years
Did
ago.
you take his daughter to the prom?
Yes.
There we go.
Okay.
You will forever know Alan Jackson.
Okay.
So don't be shy about that. You took his daughter to the prom. Had her home by 7:30.
I did. No, I
As he chased you with a shotgun down Franklin Road.
Now I'm just waiting to hear from people I haven't heard from in 20 years. Hey, man, you got to take us to that concert.
Right. Oh, that's right. That thing sold out in like 2 minutes, man.
Yeah, it sure did. But again, we're at Bar Lines today at the Omni Nashville Hotel. Excited about the show. 1 o'clock. I'm kind of giddy because being a wrestling fan and watching wrestling my whole life, these are two guys that literally I have watched since I became a fan. Matt and Jeff, the Hardys, will join us at 1 o'clock for the whole 1 o'clock hour.
It is crazy how amazingly popular they are and still are and will always be.
And I can finally ask Jeff, who is the daredevil of the two, like he's jumped off 20-foot ladders through tables, and like I'm like, do you hurt?
Right.
How are you? Like, I worry about you.
So they're doing Comic-Con, right? Or Celebrity Con across the way at the Music City Center, and then some wrestling thing, right? With TNA?
Yeah, so TNA Wrestling's next week. They got 2 events. So we'll talk about that.
Crazy,
man. Their career. I mean, they've had a Hall of Fame career in WWE and TNA and AEW and Ring of Honor. I mean, they've done it all. So this will be fun.
Yeah,
it'll be cool,
right?
Because like I legit remember watching them have squash matches on Raw before they became a big deal, and then skyrocket.
Yeah, I mean there'll be a huge attraction across the street all weekend for the Celebrity Con that's going on.
Greg Wyshynski will join us at 2 o'clock as well, as the Olympic break is approaching, and also Predators again. I'm going to steal your line. I'll give you credit for it.
Do it, buddy.
Just have them start every game down 2-0.
Right. I'm telling you, they're fun to watch.
Oh yeah,
that might be the most fun hockey team ever in Nashville.
I ran into Barry Trotz last night as we were leaving.
Oh,
and not physically.
Oh, okay, all right.
And I just was like, man, wanted that one, and he just kind of like shook his head of like, I mean, and I heard him say it with DVD of who knows what they could be if they would start hot, but this is
more fun.
This is how they are right now.
I was with Dr. Craig. Remember when they got down 2-0? We started laughing like, here we go again. And then like, here comes the comeback. And so they lost 6-5. They got a point. Now what you do tonight, they're in Washington, get 2 more. I mean, they're right on the precipice of that wild card slot. All you need to get in that number 8 slot, anything can happen. So I'm telling you, they are a fun team to watch.
Here's what I decided. And some of this is from talking to Ryan O'Reilly yesterday. And then some of this is based on, Barry Trotz announcing he's going to retire. At this point, I know all like logic should tell you don't give up assets. You should listen on Ryan O'Reilly. Like that's what logic would probably tell you.
Okay.
For me, go for it. Just go. Just do it. But see what, make some calls. If you feel like you can add a piece to your team that's going to make you better, then do it.
Yeah, why not? Live in the moment, man.
Because the cupboard is full. It's not full, but he's put more back in the cupboard. You got draft capital. If you can find a piece, whether it's a center or whatever, that you think is going to make your team better, and you don't have to give up the farm for it,
right?
Then I say go for it. Because if you're Barry Trotz, take one last run. And if you can find a little magic, and I mean, do I think this team is currently constructed is talented enough to go win the Stanley Cup? No. But they got something that other teams don't have. and that will take you a long way, and that is heart.
Yep.
I mean, you look at how they've played, especially when they get down, and they keep battling and keep battling and keep battling. It's like, I'm not saying you're going to go all the way, but at this point, why not? Why not give it the old college try?
Well, maybe he is. Maybe he's going to do that and get it
I
going.
think he wants to. I mean,
I
think if you put him on the lie detector test, that's probably
put him on there.
That's
Let him
probably
do
what
it.
the answer would be. But I mean, you go back on that road trip. So they lose to Chicago 3-0 here. They beat Washington 3-2. They win in overtime in Edmonton. They beat Colorado 7-3. Lose to Vegas. That was a clunker. Lose to Buffalo. That was a clunker. Beat Ottawa. Lose to Utah. Not a good one there. And then you get a point against Boston, point against the Devils, 2 points against the Islanders, 2 points against the Blues being down 5-1, and a point last night against Minnesota. So you got a little point streak going here.
You do.
So you're right there. And if you can close it out tonight with a win, you go into the break feeling pretty good about yourself.
You do. But, man, I'm telling you, UC Saros, it could be embarrassing for him on the Olympic stage. I mean, I know there's some goals. It's not his fault, but there was one last night. Absolutely his fault.
There was. I mean,
he's getting paid a lot of money, man.
I do think he still needs a little help in front of him, but I agree. There was one in particular last night. I'm like, I was like, Juice, you got to have that, man.
And did you tell him that after the game?
No. And I mean, there was one where he couldn't find it and he kicks it in. I mean, that wasn't really all his fault either, but it was just like, oh, you see that and it's just like,
right.
How do you have that bad of luck?
Is he in goal tonight or what? Do you think so?
They probably go on and in tonight, if I had to guess.
Okay.
It's an Eastern Conference team. So
what does that mean?
Well, it usually, I mean, that's what they'll do, and it gives Juice a little extra break before the Olympics.
Oh, okay.
So I think they go on and in.
Okay. Well, we'll find out tonight. Early game tonight. Pregame at 5. Hockey game starts at 6.
Max Hers will be on pregame, and Pete Weber going on the road. So Pete will have the call tonight with Hal Gill. So I get and what was funny is I forgot about that. So I'm like all in game mode, and Max is like, "You're not doing anything tonight." I'm like, oh, that's cool. Okay, I'm watching the game with everybody else. Great. That'll be fun. So we're here at Barlines. Joseph, what is our question of the day? Which is presented by Aries Tactical. Your safety, your skill, your Aries Tactical. First-time shooters shoot for free. Just tell them that I, Chase McCabe, sent you, and check them out at ariestactical.com.
So the Super Bowl is Sunday, and it's a simple question today. Do you do Super Bowl parties, or do you stay at home and not be bothered by people? Do you do Super Bowl parties, or do you rather watch a game by yourself, or you don't have to listen to insane commentary from your friends who don't know anything? So what do you do? Do you do Super Bowl parties, or do you watch it at home? Chaser, what about you, buddy?
Well, my girlfriend and I are doing a Super Bowl party this year.
Okay.
So usually I go somewhere. I'll go to somebody's house.
Right.
But I have had several where I just sit at home and it's fine.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of either way.
I am 99% by myself watching the Super Bowl.
So we will not see you Sunday.
Well, I didn't say that. But I don't know. People like to, I mean, sometimes you go to these parties and then you got the one guy who's calling all the plays and they're wrong. And then you get shushed because of the commercials. And then it's just, it's a chaotic scene. I like to enjoy the game. Like for many years, I watch it with my mother. We'd sit there and watch it.
Yeah. And I've done the same thing.
Yeah.
Like
so
Mom and I have just sat there.
Now that, she's passed away a long time ago. So I'll just usually watch the game by myself and then do it that way. It's not being antisocial. It's just that there's always somebody at a party that ruins it for you, who just talks nonstop. His story's better than any story you've done. You're like, one time I went to Hawaii. He's like, well, I've been to Mars. I mean, everything's a topper that you do. So that's why you avoid those. I'm just curious if you go to a Super Bowl party or not.
Okay. That's a good one. 615-737-1025 is our phone and text line, driven by WilsonCountyHyundai.com. I've seen Mike Vrabel making the rounds up there, did the opening night, then did a Bussin' with the Boys, and I would assume now he'll shut it down. People keep asking me who I think is going to win, and my logical answer is Seattle, because I think Seattle's a better team.
Yeah.
But there's also that, we saw this a lot here with the Titans. That is this the Vrabel special? Is this they're not given much of a chance. The other team is better than them on paper, but they just find a way.
Isn't he like 7-0 with 2 weeks prep?
I think so.
Something crazy. 6-1.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, he did it here. The Patriots had their bye. They came and won that. So with a lot of prep, I think Seattle beats them by 3 touchdowns. I don't think they can score points.
Can we do something, Doc? I'm kind of doing this on the fly.
Yeah,
so
man.
I apologize. Dr. Crane, can we put a poll question on Twitter? A simple yes or no. Titans fans, are you cheering for Mike Vrabel?
Sure.
This weekend. I'm just curious. I'd love to have that out there. Because I think a lot of Titans fans are cheering for Mike Vrabel.
Yeah, and it doesn't get into your loyalty about being a Titans fan. It's just if you're cheering to win the Super Bowl. I mean, it's who's not cheering for him to win the Super Bowl, and some lady down in Houston's not cheering for him to do that. But
But do you think she would say publicly she is?
Of course she is.
She's probably. I hope Mike. Mike goes in there and wins.
I think she stays quiet.
Yeah,
we won't hear.
But if somebody were to ask her, like,
I'm sure we wish him the best. I'm sure it's something on those lines to do that. Yeah. But I mean, look,
does it make her look worse if he goes and wins or goes and loses? The fact that he's just there is already a.
Oh, we said last week this is a bad 2 weeks for the Titans, PR wise.
Yeah.
Salah hire helped a little bit, but
the coaching staff has helped a lot.
If he wins the Super Bowl, it's a very bad look. It's the worst look.
You know who it's bad for? It puts pressure on Salah.
No, I think it has nothing to do with him. I think it's her. She fired him.
With her, it puts pressure on Salah and Borgonzi.
They got a terrible roster. They're terrible.
Well,
it's a terrible.
You got $100 million in cap space and top.
What does that mean? What is that? Is she going to blow it on Calvin Ridley and pay him $25 million?
Well, again, I'm playing devil's advocate, but look what the Patriots did last year.
Okay,
the Patriots had the 4th overall pick,
right,
and $100 million in cap space.
Spent it wisely,
and they're in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but
I'm not saying that it's going to happen here, but in her mind, she might look at it. Well, if they did it, why can't we?
Tell me the biggest free agent signing they had outside Harold Landry.
Diggs, probably.
Okay.
I'd have to go back and look.
Exactly.
And they drafted.
He's doing it with a bunch of guys.
They drafted an offensive lineman for
who have second chances. There was that one guy that played one season, I forget, with the Vikings or the Raiders, and one season someplace else, and Vrabel liked his motor and said, I'm going to get this guy in here in New England, and he's just taken over, man. And so that's the kind of guy Vrabel finds. But I think if he wins the Super Bowl, we know that's a really bad look for her, for the team and everything, but mainly for her. I'm not going to say the team. Her. It's a bad look for her because her franchise, her daddy's team, has been to one Super Bowl in 60 years. Won and lost it. That's it.
615-737-1025. We're live at Bar Lines today. Matt and Jeff Hardy coming up at 1 o'clock here on the show. We'll have more coming on 1025 The Game. Chasing Big Joe on this Thursday. Little Toby Keith here at the Omni Nashville Hotel at Barlines. Good job, Dr. Crane, back at the studio. We met during the timeout. We called a timeout. Joe said, hey, I need a second.
Yeah.
So we called the timeout. We went into the huddle. You've decided to change the play.
Well,
Change
overwhelmingly,
the question of the
people
day.
are like, no, I'm watching Super Bowl alone. So that question kind of died on the vine. Here's a better question. If you go watch a Super Bowl with any former Super Bowl winning player, who would you watch the Super Bowl with? You could pick any Super Bowl. You had to have won a Super Bowl to watch a Super Bowl with him. I would love to watch a Super Bowl with Jack Lambert, former Pittsburgh Steelers linebacker, won 4 Super Bowls. He's pretty much a hermit, doesn't talk to anybody, but I would love to sit there and watch him. Yeah, right? Yeah. The guy has nothing much to say. I would like to sit and watch a Super Bowl with Jack Lambert. I mean, there's no wrong answer, but Jack Lambert would be fun to talk about the 4 Super Bowls and about how today's game has involved. You?
That's a really good one.
I'm going to guess yours for you. Troy Aikman.
Actually, you're on the right track. I was going to say Emmett.
Emmett, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I loved Troy. The first football jersey that my parents ever got from me was Emmitt Smith.
Okay.
That was my guy. Even though he went to Florida. But that was my
That's
guy.
all right. It's a cowboy.
I loved Emmitt Smith. So probably him.
Okay. Emmitt Smith. Dr. Crane, you got one?
I mean, Irvin would probably be fun, but I don't know if I could hang with that.
Oh, my God. No. You anything to eat? Your refrigerator's gone. Hello, Nicholas.
Yes, I'm here. There's a little delay. I would definitely take Aaron Rodgers for sure.
Aaron Rodgers.
Ooh, that'd be interesting.
Really? I think that would be no fun at all
In
to
a
watch
cave?
a Super Bowl with him.
Yeah, a
You guys-
cave. I think something dark would be pretty attainable. Maybe not, a darkness retreat, but definitely like some form of like a man cave.
I just don't think he'd be fun at all. I don't think he would talk to you. I don't think he'd say anything to you. I think if you ask him a question, he'd look at you like you're stupid. I would not want to be with him.
I think just being in the presence of a guy like that, some may take it the opposite way. I don't mind saying a lot of words. I think just being in the presence of somebody that understands the game of football and you can kind of just feel the same energy as them in a roundabout way, that's all you kind of really need.
All right. There's no wrong answer here. I'm just curious.
My girlfriend says Brady. Tom Brady.
Yeah, I think that's the
I will
retire to the rafter answer.
Well, I will say this. I feel like a quarterback like Brady or Aikman or Peyton or Eli, that you could sit there and they would break it down for you in a way that you've never heard before.
Okay.
Like I could see Brady, like if he, he's not doing the game this year. So he's sitting there watching it. He's probably sitting there going like, okay, they're in cover 2, so I need to attack this like this way, and I'm gonna shift this lineman out. Like,
see, I don't want that. I want stories.
I want story. I mean,
I want
stories too.
Game,
but like, I think it'd be cool to have that.
I don't want you to get so into the game where you're spouting off nonsense, which means nothing to anybody who's not in that huddle with you.
Yeah.
So I want, for me, Lambert would be like, oh yeah, Roger Staubach did this, and then Dorsett did that, and then Jackie Smith dropped the pass in the back of the end zone, and we thought we were going to lose. I mean, things like that. That'd be fun, but just kind of obscure people, even more fun. Like Namath would be fun, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, but just somebody that you didn't think about in a long time. Brady's probably number 1, so you kind of retire him to the rafters.
Well, 8979 and Kayla both say, Peyton.
Elvis. All right, good luck. Have fun. That'd be good for you, Peyton.
Bud says Larry Zonka.
Great answer. Yep. I think he was on the 70.
Are we saying dead or alive?
They're gonna be alive.
Okay. All right.
I mean, yeah, we need you around.
Taylor and Bellevue said would love to watch it with Greg Olson. Did he win one? I don't think he
Did
won.
not.
Yeah.
Did not.
We're saying have won a
you
Super
got to
Bowl.
win a Super Bowl. You got to have that ring, and you got to bring your ring to the party.
Yeah.
So we got to have that. We got to see your ring at the party. So Olson's great, but he didn't win one.
Yeah. Mike in Lebanon says Peyton. Also said Wycheck would be cool, but again,
didn't win one.
Yeah. No longer with us.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to Dilfer pass.
Dennis says Kenny Stabler.
No longer with us.
Yeah, but still,
That'd
a
be
good
good.
one.
Yeah. You drink all of your Coors Light, though. We know that. And then
15-25, Michael Strahan.
yeah,
That could be an interesting one.
that's right. That's right. He won the one Super Bowl in 07. when they
Lawrence
beat them.
Taylor could be fun, but again, I don't know if I could hang with
He had a
him.
birthday yesterday. Turned 67.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, remember, kids, don't do crack.
3337. Now this is a good one. Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah.
That could be an interesting
Yep.
one.
I mean, he should have 2 Super Bowls.
He should. 4395 Montana.
I mean, that's the obvious choice.
Yep.
I mean, just to have him and his 4 Super Bowls and, you know, the one beating the Bengals. I mean, that last one, they beat the Broncos by 50 points. I mean, yeah, I mean, he'd be just the best.
2104. You'll like this one. Jim McMahon.
Yeah, that'd be
The
great.
punky QB known as McMahon.
He'd charge you $100,000 to come to your party, but he'd be worth it. All that. He's won. Actually, Jim McMahon's won 2 Super Bowls. If anybody can tell me the second Super
Hang
Bowl
on.
Jim McMahon won,
I
please
know
let
the
us know.
answer to this.
On the text line, 615-737-1025. Don't you dare Google it, Chaser.
I'm not. Am I allowed to just look at the teams that have won the Super Bowl?
Wouldn't that still be cheating?
No,
Okay, do whatever it takes for you to figure
okay.
this
So
answer out.
he won in 85
Bears.
with the Bears. 80. Who won in 86?
The Giants.
Giants. And then 87 was the Redskins. 88 was the Niners. 89 Niners. Was it the Niners?
Was not.
90 Giants.
The Giants.
91
Redskins.
92
Cowboys.
Redskins.
Redskins haven't won one since 91.
Well, I know, but I mean, like,
No, it's not.
okay.
He's not on the Redskins.
Was it the Cowboys?
It was not.
Okay, I don't know.
Keep going.
All right, 92
Cowboys.
93 Cowboys, 94 Niners, 95 Cowboys, 96. It was 96. It was the Packers.
Attaboy, Chaser.
Yep.
He was a backup quarterback to Brett Favre. And I think
That's
Doug
right.
Peterson was also on that team.
Yep.
So, yeah. So, McMahon won 2 Super Bowls, Bears and the Packers.
There you go. Yeah, a lot of people are saying it now.
Yeah.
But yeah, there you go.
But that'd be fun. I mean, he'd charge you arm and leg. I reached out to him, to his company, like, hey, we come on the show. And they're like, it starts at a minimum 5,000. And I was like, it's a radio interview. Take care.
You may remember this. Somebody else that I reached out to one time, and they wrote back, and it was them. Asked them to come on, and it was the same thing. Like, yeah, I'll do it for 1,500 or something like that.
Tony Dorsett.
Nope. Baseball.
Pete Rose.
Nope.
Oh gosh, hold on. Who'd they play for? Not a good one.
Several teams. The A's was one of them.
Tony Kemp.
Nope. Here, I'll give you a hint.
Jose Canseco.
Jose Canseco. Yep.
I'll do it. 1,500.
He replied back. His email address was in like the MLB Black Book thing.
Was it really?
And he replied back and he's like, "Hey, yeah, I'd love to. I can do it for 1,500."
Oh my gosh.
I was like, "Hey man, it's just a one-off like 10-minute radio thing." And he's like, "Yep, I got to get paid."
I
was
understand
like,
it.
All right, that's fine.
But how many radio stations are paying him to come on for one time?
None. Like how many interviews do you hear him do?
Yeah, right.
Like, that's.
He was.
I mean, he was nice about it,
right?
But it's like, okay.
Wasn't he in the Simpsons softball episode?
Yeah,
he
was.
Yeah, okay.
It was Mattingly, Canseco, Griffey, Steve Sachs, Sosha, Strawberry.
Come on, we got this.
Mattingly.
Who fell down the well? Ozzie Smith.
So, Ozzie Smith. I'll take. Who was I gonna say? I'm thinking through Millhouse picking the teams.
Right.
Oh man, there's like one or two more.
Right.
I'm gonna look it up now.
Man,
It's a great episode.
Cut those sideburns.
Jim Reardon, Roger Clemens, Wade Boggs,
That's right.
Griffey, Sachs, Ozzie Smith, Jose Canseco, Don Mattingly, Darryl Strawberry, and Mike Sosha.
Oh, that's right. That's such.
It was directed by Jim Reardon. Roger Clemens, that was the other one.
What
The
year?
Boggs.
91? When did that come out?
92.
92.
And it is in the Pro Baseball Hall of Fame.
It's one of the best episodes ever.
It might be my favorite.
It's just how Burns loses his mind and how Homer wins the game and how he wins the game is fantastic.
Yep.
All of that.
Yep. Mattingly, I told you to shave those sideburns. Stop turning them, cut them off.
Oh my gosh! Oh, we got a note for the audience.
Husker basketball, Sweet 16. Okay.
Oh,
all right.
yeah.
Okay.
That's the
He's
first
making
time
a-
we've
he's making-
ever heard about it. Nebraska basketball.
I like it.
Sweet 16. Oh,
I like
yes.
Okay. 615-737-1025. We'll have more coming here at the Omni Nashville Hotel on 1025 The Game.
All right, welcome back to the Chase and Big Joe Show live at Omni Hotel, Bar Lines, downtown Nashville, in the middle of a cattle convention here. Hey, yeah, a lot of cowboys and real cowboys, not the fake Chase McCabe cowboy, real cowboys that'll fight you in the middle of the street, right? Yeah,
Kind of like we've had with the PBR.
yeah, Yeah,
Those Cowboys.
I ain't fighting them. I've seen those guys in country bars fight. I'm
It's like Roadhouse.
pass.
Great movie.
I mean, you're nice, so it's time to what, Dr. Crane?
I don't know the answer, Joe.
To not be nice.
Oh,
Have you ever seen Roadhouse?
yeah, I've seen the rendition of it. The second
No.
one.
All right, no. If we can make you run laps, the remake, no. The original Roadhouse is one of the greatest movies of all time. It'll make you want to run out and be a bouncer, right? Am I right?
Yep,
They're right over there.
It is
With a great wrestler
fantastic.
in that movie.
Oh yeah, Terry Funk.
Terry Funk.
Yep.
That's what a great line that he asked. That guy asked Patrick Swayze about his mom. I can't repeat it on air because, again, I love this job. I love this radio station, so we'll do it.
Sam Elliott.
Great.
By the way, Sam Elliott has looked 70 for the last 30 years.
He is. I think he's 84 maybe.
But he's looked the same.
Right.
Like he is 81.
81. So he was in Mask with Cher, which was a great movie. He was the boyfriend. Tombstone, Roadhouse. I'm leaving a movie out right now that I can't remember what one it is.
Ghost Rider.
I don't remember that one.
But he's on Landman.
Who isn't, right?
Yeah.
We're in the middle of a Landman convention here.
He was in A Star Is Born. That's right.
Oh, yeah. He was the older brother to Bradley Cooper.
Yep.
I Just Want to Look at You Again. What other? Give me another movie.
Let's see. He was in Draft Day. I forgot about it. He was like the college coach.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh, I
completely
forgot about that.
He has like one scene.
Was that the coach at Wisconsin?
Yeah.
I got a funny comedian from Wisconsin making his way around.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. What else? I mean,
Let's
now
see.
we go down the Sam Elliott rabbit hole.
We Were Soldiers.
Yep, that's right.
The Contender.
I remember that.
The Big Lebowski.
Yes.
Hang on. Tombstone, you mentioned. Gettysburg? I forgot he did a Gettysburg movie. Roadhouse. The Quick and the Dead. That was a TV movie. Did a lot of TV movies in the 80s. But those are the big ones.
Beef. It's what for dinner.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Great stuff.
He was on an episode of Hawaii Five-0 in 1974.
Was he? With
Sure
the very immaculate hairstyle of one Jack Lord.
Yeah. So there you go. Sam Elliott. That's your actor of the day here on the Chase and BJ show. Oh, he's on the show The Ranch. Ryan in Florida.
With Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah. I forgot he was big on that. So our poll question on Twitter, we have put up of, are you cheering for Mike Vrabel and the Patriots in the Super Bowl? 81.3% say no.
Somebody asked me on Twitter and says, why would anybody cheer for the Super Bowl other than Patriots fans? And my answer is, this is a way to subtly get back at Amy Adams Strunk.
But are people, like, here's the thing. Don't look at it as it's the Patriots. I'm just asking specifically, Mike, like, do you care about Mike Vrabel?
You can't separate the two.
Yeah, I know.
It's like the example you use, like if Tennessee goes to national championship in football and you're a Florida fan rooting for Tennessee, why? Why? Conference. No, it does. You want your rivals to always lose.
Yeah.
So if you're a Florida fan rooting for Tennessee in anything, or a Tennessee fan rooting for Alabama in anything, you're not a fan. You want them to lose. That drove me when Alabama was winning the national championships in football. Some of you Tennessee fans were like, wow, yeah, conference. Makes our conference look good. No, it doesn't. It makes your team look bad because you couldn't beat Alabama and you're not there. You want them to lose. We have this argument every year.
I know. You're not. I'm with you.
Right.
I'm with you. Jeff said he was in the movie Lifeguard in the 70s.
I don't remember that one. No.
I don't know. 2470. I'm praying that Mike wins the Super Bowl. Tennessee made a huge mistake to let him go.
I don't know if I'd pray about it, but if he wins, that's great and good for him.
Dear God, please, bring our power back and our
Right.
cable back, and also can Mike Vrabel win the Super Bowl?
Right. Yeah. Do you mind this, Mike? He hadn't had much success in his life, so if you could give him that, we appreciate to do all that. I screenshot things for you all the time. This is how much I think
Thank
about you, Chase.
That's really sweet.
Hold on, let me see. I found that screenshot that last night. How you doing? Okay today? Talking
I'm
about
great,
yourself.
man.
Mm-hmm. No, I can't find it. And it was Super Bowl wins. And it was eye-opening when you go down the list of teams that have from most wins to less wins, least amount of wins, I should say, fewest wins, however you want to put it there. And you see at the top, I mean, Patriots could go on top with 7 Super Bowl wins if they win on Sunday. So the Patriots have been in 12 Super Bowls.
Yep.
1 out of every 5 Super Bowls the Patriots are in.
That's pretty great.
I mean, it's a mind-boggling stat that goes on.
This would be 7
if they win.
So who has the most now?
They're tied.
Well, they're tied with the Steelers.
Steelers and Niners got 5. I think it's the Steelers. They're 6-6, 5-5.
Cowboys have 5.
Yep. Steelers got 5. So 20. So 4 teams have 60 of the wins.
That's crazy. 60% of the wins.
Yeah. Packers got 4. So then you have 26 there. You got 5 teams that have.
Niners have 4 and have been in 7.
Kaepernick, Purdy, Garoppolo. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So you see all the teams that have been, and it's just
Seattle's been in. This will be 4.
Yeah.
And 1-1.
Yes, that's right.
Denver has been in.
Man,
they went to 2 with him.
4. They
1-2 with
7?
LA. Yeah.
7 Super Bowl. Yeah, LA lost 3, 1-2. Man, I lost 1 and I won 1, so that's 7. Yep.
Yeah. Miami
hasn't been to 1 since the Redskins beat him in 80.
And that was
strike year.
That was Marino's only year to go.
It
right?
was not. Marino was not the quarterback of that team. That was David Woodley.
I thought he went one time.
He did 2 years later.
Okay.
In 84.
All right.
82, the Dolphins went the strike year and got beat by the Redskins. That's when John Riggins had the great run, and then the Smurfs were the Redskins receivers. The Hogs were the Redskins offensive line. Everybody had nicknames back then, which was fun. And Joe Theismann was the quarterback of that team.
Yeah.
Who, by the way, you know where Joe Theismann lives? Man.
Memphis.
He also got dinner mouse.
Eric wants to correct Joe and answer our poll question. Hello, Eric.
There we go.
Well, not necessarily correct, Joe, but Joe, there was a little piece of information that you forgot about a recent celebrity birthday you did. I'm surprised you didn't have this. So, of course, I heard you the other day said that Blythe Danner is Gwyneth Paltrow's mother, which is correct. But do you know who early in her career she was married to?
Oh, yeah. Jeff Kolb.
Nope. She was married to Ken Howard, who played Coach Reeves on The White Shadow. And he of course, they were married like late 60s, early 70s. They were a couple back then, and Ken Howard also did a TV show that's kind of forgettable called The Manhunter. It was on a couple of seasons where he played like this 30s. I guess it was FBI agent or detective. She at one point in her career was married to Ken Howard.
Also, Ken Howard was Michael Scott's mentor on The Office.
Yep.
You don't know that.
Yep. I know you just messing with me. I know
he was.
Yeah.
It was a great scene with him.
I believe you. Okay, Joe, I'm going to get to about Vrabel in a minute, but I also got a trivia question for you, and I stump people this all the time.
All right.
There have been only 2 quarterbacks that have played a minimum 2 Super Bowls or more that have never thrown an interception. Joe Montana is one. He played in 4 Super Bowls and never threw an interception. Who is the only other quarterback that's played in at least two Super Bowls and did not throw an interception?
Bart Starr.
Nope.
Jim Plunkett.
That's it. Bingo. You got it. It was Jim Plunkett. He played in the Super Bowls, of course, against the Raiders and Washington, both Super Bowls, and didn't throw an interception. I think he threw, I can't remember the number of touchdown passes. It was at least 3. It was like 3 or 4. But he played in at least 2 Super Bowls, never intercepted. Every other.
All right, Eric. No. Who did he beat in his first Super Bowl win? You didn't say it right.
He beat the Raiders.
He played for the Raiders.
He was the starting quarterback.
Who did he beat in his first Super Bowl?
He beat the Raiders. The Oakland Raiders. Okay.
Jim Plunkett played
for the
for the
Raiders.
Raiders. They beat the Eagles.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're right.
Oh, Eric! Eric, give me your number. I'm gonna call you and correct you.
Yeah, you got me. You got me. You got me.
We love you, Eric, man.
Thank you,
I know.
Eric.
Okay, yeah. As far as Vrabel, I'm kind of pulling for him, guys. I mean, but what really would be bad is this would really rub the salt in Titans' wounds because you had Vrabel winning this year, AJ Brown last year, who was two integral parts back to back. Both used to be with this organization, and now win Super Bowls for other organizations. They would really rub the salt not only in the Titans fans but Amos wounds if that happens.
And then next year, if Derrick Henry wins it, there's your trifecta.
Oh God.
Yeah. Y'all take care. I know you're
Thanks,
with Joe, but you're right. Yeah, bye.
All right.
Thank you, Eric. Appreciate it.
We're going to call Eric during the break and correct him.
No, you're going to call Eric during the break.
It's like you don't have his number.
That's fine. I don't. I don't.
Whatever.
But
You got every number in that phone over there.
I get
You're
him
like
on-
Mike Organ.
Well, I get him from Mike Organ. So.
He's got
And Greg
literally
Pogue.
every number. Yeah. So you got Pogue and Organ to go through. There you go.
Yeah, that's what I do. The Hardy Boys, wrestling, soon to be Hall of Famers, I would say, will join us at 1 o'clock here at Bar Lines or at the Omni Nashville Hotel on 102.5 The Game.
I watched that Super Bowl last weekend where they beat the Dolphins, and that run of his.
Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game here on this Thursday.
I called Eric, and I said, "Hey, Eric," and I gave him a few questions. He answered none of them, and then I shamed him and hung up. So that's how I do things, man. We love Eric. Eric is a staple for all the radio stations in town.
Eric's awesome. So, Dr. Crane, I'm proud of you. I just picked up on your theme. It's been 2 years since we lost Toby Keith.
2 years?
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Hey, I just thought he was playing cowboy music for all the Cowboys here in Barline.
Well, he's played a couple of Toby Keith songs now, and I'm like, I think it was around now. So I just looked it up. Well done, Dr. Crane.
Can I tell you a quick Toby Keith story? So 1993, the coach and I were working at the bar called The Wrangler. Mercury Records brought in 3 people, right? They were doing the summer, like hitting all these cities tour. They just signed 3 artists. It was a guy named John Brennan. It was a lady named Shania Twain. It was a guy named Toby Keith. They all came in the bar one night, and the coach and I were like, all right, this John Brennan guy, I mean, Toby was a cowboy, and Shania didn't look like Shania. I'll tell you, and I remember telling Walt, I said, man, if we could get on with this John Brennan guy, like security, we'd be set. The other 3 people, that guy
that didn't work out.
Never did anything. And then, of course, Shania the next year married Mutt Lange and took off. And then Toby was just unbelievable. And then, well, we laugh about that to this day because they came in and like, oh, yeah, we're taking this guy over here. So it shows you that when you look at something, it doesn't really matter.
This is not meant to be a one-up story.
Oh, my God, it is, though.
No, it's not. No, it's not. I think I've told you this before, that, I would work for Dad at the restaurant. And one night, it was like a Tuesday night at like 8 o'clock. He had gotten a call earlier, and he goes, hey, we were doing barbecue. He's like, we need to get like 10 pounds of barbecue ready to go for an order. And I'm like, that's a lot. For what? And he goes, well, I'll tell you. And so we get it all and stuff, and this car pulls up, and it's this lady, and she's like, thank you so much for doing this and everything. And I have no idea. Like, I am just completely, and she goes, yeah, we're about to go get on the bus and hit the road and everything. And Dad's like smiling, and I'm like, bus? And she goes, yeah, Toby loves your barbecue. And I'm like, Toby Keith? And it was for.
Did you meet him?
No, he wasn't with her.
Oh.
She was picking it up and going to his house to get on the bus.
10 pounds of barbecue.
Put the barbecue on the bus. Yeah, to take on the road.
Nice.
So I was like, okay. So that happened a few times. Like, they come by and get it. He never came by. I never met him. But
so it's definitely not a topper. Now, if he had come by and you met him,
yeah,
that's a topper.
That's a topper.
But it's a kind of lateral story.
I was trying to add to the conversation. That's what I was trying to do.
Yeah, good job.
And I've realized growing up in restaurants that there are brushes with greatness that you have sometimes.
Yeah.
So,
well, who's the one that came by? That took you like that? Not a friend of a friend, but somebody came by and like, holy cow. Perry Phoenix.
Joe Salavea. Oh, okay. Why am I blanking? He didn't come. I didn't meet him, but I talked to him on the phone because he called in an order.
Man,
I'm. It's killing me that I'm not remember his name. Lead singer of Alabama.
Randy Owen.
Yeah, he used to come.
Did he call and say, "This is Randy Owen from Alabama"?
No, he said it popped up on the caller ID and said Owen, and he goes, "Hey, I want to order this." I'm like, "Okay, what's the name?" And he said Randy Owen. Now I didn't know who he was at the time.
Right.
And Dad's like, you know who that was, right? I'm like, no. He goes, Alabama. I was like, really? That guy?
Oh, man. You still got his number?
No.
Call him up and get him on the show. Randy Owen. I love Alabama. That's some good music back in the 80s right
Well,
there.
what's funny is because of that, I was probably like 15, 16 at the time. Because of that, I started listening to Alabama. I knew some songs. But
okay.
I didn't know, like.
Yeah. I keep forgetting you're born in 87.
Yeah. And then I saw them. The first concert I went to. No. The first concert at Bridgestone I went to after COVID was Alabama.
Was that Brad Paisley?
No, it was Alabama. It Yeah, he may have opened for him, but
or
Alabama was the
something. They were
headliner.
together doing something.
Yeah, they were the headliner. So
Yeah.
it was pretty awesome.
I'm not going to tell you. I got another story. It's a top. I'm not going to do it.
You can. I don't care. Do it.
No, the bass player for Alabama that passed away, Jeff Cook.
Yeah.
I went to college with a guy whose dad was a this sounds a proctologist
Oh,
in
okay.
Fort Payne, Alabama, that was good friends with Jeff Cook.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So Tim
All right.
Cochran, where are you, Tim? Haven't talked to you in 35 years. Hope you're doing well.
Okay.
So that'd be a topper.
I mean, growing up, look, you grow up in Nashville.
Let me ask you this then. You ever seen somebody like I've told you my Ken Stabler story. We worked at the Wrangler, and Ken Stabler came in, and I couldn't talk.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only time in my life where I've been just without words. It was Ken Stabler, and he was great and set the bar, drank water. There were no cell phones back then, but we were like, I mean, he told story. I mean, it was just
like, so have I ever been speechless with a celebrity?
Right? Somebody walked by, I'm like, oh my God, that is
starstruck. I think the closest was Chipper Jones
at the
sports thing because I was in charge of getting him and walking him to the stage, and it was at that moment that I realized I'm talking. My favorite baseball player of all time is talking to me, and was like super cool and was like, "Go Braves, man!" And he had just retired, and I'm like in my head, like I was cool, but like I'm like, "You're Chipper Jones,"
right? Yeah.
I was a little bit that way with Dale Jr. first time I met him, but it was in a media setting, so that chilled it a little bit. Because I think you were no, you weren't. This was right before you went to Channel 4. Yeah, other than that, I'll tell you, okay, it wasn't necessarily starstruck. It was just like I recognized the greatness that I was around was Joe Gibbs. I met Joe Gibbs at the Daytona 500. And again, super nice. But I'm like, I told Darren was with me. I told Darren, I was like, that's
Joe Gibbs.
This is a guy that won 3 Super Bowls and multiple NASCAR championships. And it's like, this is Joe. It's Coach Gibbs. Like, that was a big deal.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
So,
yeah, that's just crazy, man. You see him like, what is that so-and-so? So, yeah, I mean, it's just those moments, man. They don't happen much. They don't, man. But when they do, you're like, oh, man.
Wes in Clarksville says, I got up close with Dale Sr. at the Corvette Museum in Bowling Green. He was there signing autographs. I was starstruck. I probably would have been with Dale Sr.
Yeah, sure. I mean, Dale Sr. I mean, that's the thing. It's funny. To me, it's more sports people like actors. I don't care. Musicians, I don't care for the most part. But with sports people, like I've never met Joe Montana, but I'm thinking he'd be like, that's Joe Montana. Right.
Like, I feel like Brady, I would be more like, hey, man, how you doing? Like, good to meet you. It'd be more, Peyton be the same way.
Well, I think Brady, because it's in the moment.
Yeah.
Right? If you like, today's Roger Staubach's birthday. Right?
Okay.
So Roger Staubach is that guy. If he walked in, he'd be like, oh, man, that's Roger Staubach.
Yeah.
I think Roger Staubach would hit you differently. It hit me differently than Brady.
Yeah.
Because Brady's still in the moment. Like, Staubach is in my memories. The Super Bowls.
I would probably – here's a perfect example. If Troy Aikman walked in, I'd probably have more of a reaction than Staubach because that was my Cowboys.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's generational.
Yeah.
That's why it was like, oh, if Brady walked in. To me, Brady's still in the moment for us, right? He's in the present tense. I'm not saying these guys have passed away, but when Dr. Crane and I did that thing with Terry Bradshaw, it was the same thing. Like, this is Terry Bradshaw.
Yeah.
Right? And who was, by the way, insane, but it was fun being with him.
He thought the same about you.
Right, he did. But those are the things, those are the moments. That's why Super Bowl always brings those emotions back around, because you think about watching games with your mom or your dad, your grandparents, and these are iconic people like Montana, Staubach, Bradshaw, on and on. These guys are gridiron legends.
Coming up next, Matt and Jeff, the Hardy Boys, are going to join us here at Bar Lines. We're looking forward to that and talking to them. It's Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. Hour number 2, Chase and Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. Here on this Thursday, we're live at Bar Lines at the Omni Nashville Hotel. Having a good time. Now that's a cowboy walking by right there.
Right, because he looks like he's going to fight you.
He looks like Richard Childress, actually. We're awaiting our guests, the Hardy Boys of TNA Wrestling. Of course, long time to WWE. They're going to join us here in just a few minutes, so we look forward to that and having them with us, and going to be fun. They should be here any minute.
We're efforting them right now.
We are efforting.
I looked up because they might come down from the ceiling, right, or something crazy.
Off a ladder.
Off a
usually.
ladder.
Yeah, that's how they roll.
That's how they roll, man.
This is how we roll.
Oh, gosh. Nope. Oh, no, Chaser.
That was almost bad. I'm going to leave that right there for a second.
Chase trying to do 9 things at once with 2 arms.
Yep. Not good.
Not good at all. So, yeah.
All right. Anyway, how are you?
Good, man.
Dr. Crane, what's new in your world?
Not a whole lot. Got some good rest of sleep that everybody enjoys, so we're feeling pretty good today.
That's good. That's good.
Been doing this
Are
new
you-
thing in the morning with lemon shots. So you get lemon juice mixed with olive oil. It kind of helps reset your dietary track. So feeling good.
Pardon me? What are you doing now?
Lemon shots?
Yeah. So basically, you get lemon juice and you mix it with the olive oil, and you just put in a little shot glass and you go about your day. Been doing it for the last 3 days and I feel fantastic.
Okay. All right.
Well, you look great.
Well,
You
thank
do.
you.
Are you doing the melatonin or no?
No. It's strawberries have the natural melatonin. If I want natural melatonin, I'll just use that. But normally, a shot of something will get you to sleep pretty
Now,
quick.
let me ask you this. If I'm eating strawberries, they're not going to help me sleep better at night.
I mean, there's a small dose of melatonin in strawberries, from what I was told. I mean, that's what I know. So,
you're just spitballing facts out there that you don't know about, right?
well, no, I
believe
kind of
it.
confirmed it back in the day when I was playing football in high school. So, try to get a well balanced diet. They say eat with color. So,
Does anybody have a well-balanced diet anymore?
No. I don't think so. I mean, some people do. Dr. Crane seems like the type that would.
Of the 3 of us, he's
Yeah.
the only one.
Yeah, 100%.
you guys
That
got a
has
well balanced diet.
Yeah, 7 Diet Cokes and a big plate of fries. That's pretty good for today. Even the Monjuro is like, what in the hell are you doing?
I tell you what, I'm going to let you guys.
Oh, here they are.
Oh, never
All
mind.
right. There we go now.
Okay. All right. See, this is why we put you where you can see the door.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to greet our guests for a second. You just talk amongst yourselves.
Okay. All right. How we doing today? Yeah. How's it going there? Anyway, the Hardy Boys will be here with us today. Tomorrow we're at Circus Sports up in Kentucky. Come by and see us up there as we get you ready for the Super Bowl on Sunday as the Seahawks take on the Patriots. We have a lot of fun tomorrow with that too as well. And so we will get it going, and also the interaction. Our question today is, who would you like to watch a Super Bowl with, a Super Bowl winner? Who would it be? All kind of choices, 615-737-1025, weighing in, letting us know who we'd like to do that with. So always interaction on the text line. But a moment we've been waiting for since we found out that our guests are going to be here with us on Thursday. That let me put it this way. My son, and I've told Chase this before, my son and his buddies could maybe name 3 football players. But our guests that are on today, they know everything about our guests.
Oh, yeah.
Everything. I mean, my son knows more about our guests than he does about his own father. I'm not kidding.
But we got to do this right, Dr. Crane. Make it happen. They're ready. They hear that music and they get hyped up. We're excited to have from TNA Wrestling and, of course, long time in WWE as well, Matt and Jeff, the Hardys, that are with us. What's up, guys?
What's up, man? Thank you guys for having us.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
We appreciate it. How old are your kids?
He's 19 and a half.
Okay. All right.
But he is very upset. He has class. I would not let him skip class in college to come down and see you guys.
All right.
All of his buddies want to come down. They're all in class. I said, buddy, you got to go to. Don't be like your father. We will get a picture and I'll send it to him with him later on. But he is over the moon, excited, and upset he's not here today to see you guys.
Joe, if you could flip your computer up, I'd appreciate
Oh,
that.
my bad.
So
Yeah.
would the audience.
Okay.
How about this too? We'll do a video. We'll do a video shot.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll take care of it, man.
So
Reward him for going to school.
I'm 38 and remember the New Brood So that's how far I go back.
Very good. Yeah.
And how old were you guys when that started?
When we were doing the New Brood, we were
early 20s, I believe.
Yeah,
Okay.
we were 21, 23.
Okay, so late because that was late
22,
90s.
24. Yeah. It's crazy. You know, the first time we wrestled in WWE was in May 1994 in the beginning.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I was 18, about to turn 19. He was 16.
Yeah.
Actually, ended up having to lie about his age. The guy who took us just took a whole bunch of bodies, and he was getting a huge booking fee, 66% of our payday. And he said, brother, you'll be fine. Just move your birthday back 2 years.
It was terrifying. Oh, my God, terrifying.
I know you've both been asked this, but like when it started, could you imagine where it was going to go for both of you as a tag team and individually?
It's no, I don't think we ever envisioned it would become this insane career that we've had. You know, so we're both very blessed. We're both very grateful for the run and career we've had. And you know, our dream was to be the tag team champions one times. And if we did that, then we could call it a career. But we've obviously exceeded that many times over.
Yeah, and what's crazy, Jeff, is like you guys have had a Hall of Fame career together, and then you've had Hall of Fame careers separately at the same time, which is awesome.
I never knew it would be as big as it has been, and the movement that we were a part of back during that Attitude Era. And I'm so grateful for the object that is a ladder. It changed our careers. When we had that first ever tag team ladder match with Edge and Christian, that set us on our way to the moon and beyond, man. So yeah, very grateful for the ladder.
Tell me about how our dad always asked, like, "What do you keep buying these ladders? You just keep breaking."
Yeah, I was a landscaper and cut grass. And I still do, you know, to this day because I'm a real man.
There you are.
But yeah, I would save up to buy ladders, like nice ladders, and we would destroy them on the independent shows. And my dad just did not understand what the hell are you buying them ladders for? And then you just tear them up. And but now he finally understood once we, you know, started doing the ladder matches on TV, and it was all worth it.
Is it crazy that you guys are still as popular today as you were 30 years ago?
It's wild, man.
It is wild. It's really cool. And I think one of the things that it really demonstrates is kind of the equity that we have built with our fan base, you know, over the years. Like anyone who has kind of ever met us or sat down and talked with us, I think we come off as a pretty down to earth people, as regular guys. You know, we were brought up, it was our dad, our mom died when we were young, and he brought us up pretty hard and strict. And we're glad we came up like with those morals and that discipline and whatnot. But I just think that the fan base realized we're very like real, attainable people, two guys who like overcame a lot of things to live their dream.
Right.
And I think they connect with that to a degree.
Did your parents ever get mad at you being the older brother for dragging him into all this?
I think so. I certainly, Vince McMahon would always get mad at me for being the older brother. He just considered me the guy that was calling shots, I guess. Jeff was just always just like, "Oh, sorry, whatever." I'm not damn it, Matt.
Damn, pal.
The thing he said too about our dad, one thing that was so funny is like when we first started wrestling, and this is one of the things we loved about our dad. When we first started wrestling, he was just like, "Look, I know you guys are barely making any money. I know you're driving all up and down the East Coast. What you need to do is take the civil service test. You need to be a rural letter carrier like me. You'll have health insurance. You'll have benefits. You know, you'll be good, whatever." And once we ended up succeeding and we signed a contract and we won the tag team titles, our dad just totally shifted and he became our biggest fan.
Yes.
And it was so amazing. He would get 8x10s of ours. He'd say, "Hey, do you have a new picture? Can I make copies?" And he would get us to sign them. And he'd go around giving them out to women and go, "Hey, I'm the Hardy Boys, Daddy." You know, he was just such a star.
Yes. That's great.
Matt and Jeff, the Hardys, are with us. So going back to that TLC, I think it was the first one, the 20-foot ladder. Did you ever, I mean, was that always going to be a thing of you were going to jump off that?
Yeah, I think so, because I would do it a lot on the indies, but just that whole thing and the Swanton Bomb being my finish, it just all worked out perfectly. And I really missed the flash photography, man. That was the coolest feeling to be up there on top and just arms wide open, and then, you know, not knowing if you're going to survive this. But yeah, it's still, those are like the moments that I live for, man.
So I have to tell you a funny story. So last summer, Creed was in town. They played one of the venues here. And so my buddy and I went, and they start playing whatever song. That
My
was in it.
Sacrifice?
My Sacrifice.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
And they start playing it, and I look, and my friend has the video that he found on YouTube, and it's right at the point where you're jumping off the ladder, and it was synced up perfectly to the band, and we're just laughing of like, because that's ingrained in my head of Jeff Hardy doing the thing and then diving off to that song.
That was such an amazing time. You were talking about that flash photography. That made all those shots look so much more iconic. You know what I mean? I miss those days of the flash photography and everyone having signs in the crowd back in the day, how it used to be back in Raw and stuff.
Well, and Edge and Christian had the whole bit with the 5
yeah,
second
yeah,
pose.
the 5 second pose, flash pose for flash photography. It was cool. I mean, once again, we've been very blessed. We were given an opportunity because I think the main event stars were doing so well. So Vince invested some in the tag team division, and that allowed us and Edge and Christian and the Dudleys to end up creating the whole TLC spectacle, and that really put us on the map, you know, and made us into big stars in WWE.
Too Cool was kind of in the mix too. A
Yeah.
lot of times I leave them out, but they were in the mix quite a bit.
What's it like for you guys now in TNA, which you both have worked for before, and it's kind of a new TNA, and the AMC deal is awesome as the tag team champions, but you also get to dip your toe back in WWE with the NXT stuff and the partnership that they have.
It's been great. I mean, it really has been extremely beneficial for TNA, WWE being partners with TNA. And the fact that we're able to be here and we can still be the kind of the focus of a specific story, the tag team division, and we're still so blessed to be as popular as we are, and people still care, which is cool. And, you know, we bust our ass every time we go out there. Jeff's been dealing with a neck injury a little bit, but we've kind of been working around it. He's been doing good and feeling better. But overall, we've both been very healthy, especially to be 51 and 48, you know. So 34 years deep into this, we've been doing it for a while. It's been a blast. And being able to just kind of go back to WWE and dip our toes in that and do a little bit is very, very nice. And there's some really cool things on the horizon coming up in 2026 with us in WWE, I think.
Is there one moment in this whole journey you guys had where you looked at each other and like, what the hell are we doing? How did we get here? Was it an arena? Was it a moment? Was it a match that you're like, this is amazing?
I always think about when we went full time on the road with WWE, and we were at a house show somewhere, and it was the Road Dogg. He said there was something. It was like, wow, something must be. Do you know what I'm going to say?
Yeah.
This is strange. Something must be up. Something's wrong. The Hardy Boys and a vampire are here at these live events. And he was talking about Gangrel.
Yeah.
Because we just got on the road full time and
Right.
really, man, started living it up, man. But it's always just been it's such a dream. I knew that I would always achieve it, and I had the talent to do something with it extremely well. But I really had no idea, you know, how big it was going to be. But what's really cool from my perspective as well, like I was with TNA when they went from the fairgrounds here and went to Spike TV. We'd go down to Florida at this Universal Studios and film on Spike TV. And to be here with the AMC deal has been so rewarding and exciting. And, you know, we're towards the end of our careers, and it's been such a cool thing. Just knowing we had a bit of, you know, we were a bit of help to help TNA get to where we are right now. So that feels really good.
You know, when you were talking about that moment before, I think probably one of the biggest for us was WrestleMania 2000, where we had the first triangle ladder match, which in theory was the first TLC match, where he did that big swanton onto Bubba in the aisle. But we had that match. I remember we had like 24, 25 minutes for everything, and they knew we were doing a bunch of crazy stuff that hadn't been done before. And whenever we walked through the curtain, this would never happen in a WrestleMania in this day and age. Bruce Prichard said, "Guys, we're light on time. Take as much time as you need." It's WrestleMania. Like, they're always cutting time at Mania.
Yeah.
They said, take as much time as you need. If you need 4 or 5 more minutes, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Just don't rush. Take your time. Be safe out there. And we're like, whoa. And then we went out and we had a show stealing match, and we came back, and everyone was just applauding us. And they're like, oh my God, you stole the show tonight. This is what everybody's going to be talking about going forward. This is really going to become a thing. And at that moment, I think the 6 of us,
Right.
us, Edge, Christian, and the Dudleys, were like, wow, we have really accomplished something. We have really paved our niche in what is going to be our lane in pro wrestling. And that was great.
Dale asked me, I want to ask you guys are so busy. When and where do you find time to still go to the gym? And do you lift as heavy today as you did back then?
I do not lift as heavy as I did back then, for sure. I lift a lot lighter. I just try and stay as athletic as possible. I try and stay as flexible as possible. I want to keep my joints and ligaments and tendons as strong as possible. Just as we're getting older, still taking bumps, still working very, very hard. I found time today. We got to the hotel for an hour, and I got 30 minutes of cardio in. I literally rushed and changed and went down and got my cardio in, came showered, and then we were here with you guys. So just you get it in when you can get it in.
Right.
Yeah,
Nice.
I don't. I'm very lazy with the weightlifting, man. But I force myself to do chest, bis and tries, and legs every week. At least 3 days out of the week, I lift weights. But yeah, I still have to push myself to get in the weight room, man. So I'm a little bit lazy when it comes to that.
I get it.
30 minutes of something every morning, though. I have to start my day that way.
All right, good.
We're live with Matt and Jeff, the Hardys. We'll have more with them coming up next here on Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. Been a minute since you've heard this one, huh?
Yeah, I dig that one.
Little Matt Hardy version 1. Matt and Jeff, the Hardys, are with us here at Bar Lines on the Chasing Big Joe show. And you guys got a lot of stuff coming up here in our city. You're going to be here this weekend.
Yes.
And out at the fairgrounds, right? Or is it? No, it's at the Music City.
Yeah,
Center.
right across the street.
Yep.
Yeah, for signing autographs and
Exactly.
people can come meet you guys.
The Nashville Celebrity Comic-Con. We're going to be there on Saturday and Sunday. And then we have a real cool event that we were just talking about. We are throwing a Hardy Party on Saturday night, which is going to be a John Daly's event. It's going to be cool, man.
Yes.
Should be wild, man. And Jeff's got his whole band. Usually Jeff does acoustic performances, but he's got his whole band there. So
Yeah,
he's
it's
going to have a rock show.
Yeah,
Okay.
we've only done one show, November the 1st, we did up in Louisville, Kentucky, because we're pretty much getting ready for the Jericho Cruise, hopefully in November of this year. That's got a big deal for us. So we're going to be rocking and rolling Saturday night, man.
Is Fozzie going to play on that too?
On the cruise?
Yeah.
I don't know. I assume he always
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
I've never been on one. You've never done it either, have you?
I've wanted to go. I've had friends that have gone and said it's just awesome.
Yeah.
Because it's like
It's a good time.
it's everything you'd want: wrestling, music.
Yeah.
So all you guys. And then next week at
Yeah.
the Pinnacle on Friday and Saturday night, 2 events for TNA Wrestling.
At the Pinnacle, we're going to be there for No Surrender on Friday night. And they told me I can make this official. I think it becomes official on TV tonight, so it's a bit of a spoiler. You guys are getting the scoop.
Love it. Okay, we like it.
Myself and Jeff, we obviously are very fighting, defending tag team champions, and we had a match with the Righteous. They're very strange, very cultish-like characters, and they came for the titles. We gave them a title match, and we defeated them. But now they say they want to team with us. They want to be with us. And Daria, the new general manager of TNA, who has got some controversial takes in some ways, she is kind of making us team with the Righteous against Order 4, which is Mustafa Ali, the Great Hands, and Agent Zero. So it's going to be a hell of a match. It's going to be an 8-man tag. It's going to be one of the main events at No Surrender next
Well,
Friday.
I look forward to seeing them be deleted.
Yes,
Yeah.
we must. So when it comes to all 4 of Order 4, we must delete. And as soon as the Righteous steps out of line, which let's face it, they will, we have to delete a couple more times.
Yeah, these events you do tomorrow, this weekend, the signing, everything. I mean, how cool is that? I asked you earlier about you guys are still popular 30 years later, but to see face to face and they're coming to see you. What's that like?
It's great, man. And we call them our die hardies, man. We do some insane meet and greets after TNA events that after Bound for Glory. Yeah, it was Bound for Glory against the Dudleys, right?
Which these are post-show signings.
Post-show meet and greets. Like after that match with the Dudleys, we were there till like 4 a.m., a little after 4 a.m.
4:16 a.m.
It was wild.
You looked.
Yeah, no, we started signing at 10:45 p.m. and we finished at 4:16 a.m.
Wow.
Yeah,
Insane, man.
Matt's been being really calm and patient. I've been super proud of him, and there was like this 80-year-old lady with a walker that was in the back of the line, and she waited all that time and was just so happy.
Wow.
And it was that made my day.
It is really cool whenever we do these things and we get to meet people who just have like a very special moment where they kind of bonded with the Hardy Boys, or something we did in a match or an angle or a certain story, whatever else. And they kind of want to share that story with you. And it's great because I feel like I get to hear their appreciation and their gratitude. And without these people, there would be no us. So we are both grateful for it. But it's really cool. I think whenever they just want to share those moments, and kind of talk about it, and we let them know how much we appreciate that as well. Because without them, there'd be no us. And I think there's some people it's just like they never even look up. They're just like, "Son, here you go, here you go." We're the opposite of that. We're like, "Hey, how's it going? How you doing?" And we do want to interact with. We try and give them a great experience.
Yeah, that's very cool. Growing up, did you have a favorite wrestler?
I always say overall, it was between Sting and the Ultimate Warrior, which explains why I painted my face. That's what it is. I didn't know why they painted their face, but I just loved it. But then as I grew older, HBK, Shawn Michaels was kind of my number one. Then Rey Mysterio as well had a lot of influence when him and Psychosis started to feud in the original ECW, and that just opened my eyes and changed my perspective on wrestling to a different level. But overall, like Shawn Michaels, I think.
So when Shawn Michaels comes up and starts talking to you, you're like, what the hell is going on? I mean, this is just a moment,
It
right?
was very surreal, yeah. And I actually got to work with him and went over on him when I was getting my big push to the top to be the WWE champion. So it was unbelievable, man.
When we teamed with DX, Shawn Hunter, we had a clean sweep at the Survivor Series.
We
You know,
did,
it's just,
yeah.
Well, you know, when we worked for NXT and we actually won the NXT tag team titles back in October. It's so funny. We came back and Sean's there, and Sean is the booker at NXT right now. And it was so cool. Think about this. Sean, one of our guys, definitely growing up. Big inspirations to both of us. His ladder match with Scott Hall put us on that path of wanting to do more ladder matches. And Sean came back. He said, I got to tell you, congratulations. I'm so happy you guys are here. He said, if there's any tag team that deserves this honor of holding all the WWE tag team titles, it's definitely you guys. And I would love to see you guys go out like John Cena did, have like a year of a retirement tour where you're just highlighted and spotlighted the whole while. Like, if any tag team deserves that, you guys do. And I think we're like, this is Shawn Michaels something. This is so wild, right? You know, but it's very cool, man, to build these relationships with these guys that were legends earlier on that you looked up to. Macho Man was my favorite. Was my first favorite guy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Now, what was that like when he's talking to you? You're like, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah. I mean, just the fact that I was so attracted to him, I think, because he was this larger than life, over the top character, you know, and you're figuring he's manufacturing the voice, or whatever, but he really did have that talk like that. And he was just so flamboyant. And I love the fact that his finishing maneuver was an elbow drop off the top rope. So that was simple. Something that was very, very cool.
So simple.
I got to tag with AJ and the Macho Man Randy Savage, my first run in TNA. It was amazing. We did a 6-man against Hall, Nash, and somebody else. I can't remember who it was.
I remember this.
Think about how
Eric
iconic.
It could have been,
or Kid. It might have been X-Pac.
It might have been. It was, but yeah. And I got a figure from the way I looked during that match, and I always and I want to sometime this year, hopefully, like recreate that look, because it was so cool, like all painted up from my neck, my upper chest, and everything, and these white pants. And so yeah, hopefully I'll recreate that somewhere along the way this year.
So one thing when I knew we were going to have you guys on that I wanted to ask, you know, we're in WrestleMania season.
Yep.
I think the fans love the nostalgia of seeing, you know, like me, like guys I grew up watching. So the fans want to see the Hardys at WrestleMania one more time. Is that something that you guys have on your kind of your checklist of we'd love to do WrestleMania at least one more time?
I think so. I don't think there's any doubt in either of our minds that we would love to do a WrestleMania, and I think people would be very into it too. And it's very cool that we have been able to stay so relevant at TNA. We've been able to help TNA grow as we have, and it has allowed us to stay like on top of our game as performers, which is very, very cool. And it also kind of allows us to do things like the Nashville Celebrity Comic-Con that we're doing and the Hardy Party. You know, we can kind of do things outside of the system. That's kind of how TNA works, and we love that. Plus, we both have young kids, so we love getting as much time as we can at home with our kids as well.
Yeah, it's kind of different from the old days of house show, TV, day off, house show.
Brother, when we started in 1998 full-time on the road, we were 10 days on and 4 days off.
Wow.
10 days on, 4 days off, and that was year-round.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a crazy scale. I couldn't even imagine doing that now.
And look, that was way too much. I miss going to house shows though, because house shows were fun. Because you guys could work on, like, that's when
house shows were the best.
You'd see you guys working on stuff that was going to be on a pay-per-view or what have you. But I remember going to several here. Or
explain a house show.
No TV. It's just And a lot of times, like, let's say they're going to face Edge and Christian at WrestleMania, they work matches with them on these house shows to work on. Right? Am I pretty spot on?
I mean, a house show is basically a live event that just like goes down in that town for just specifically the town. You know, they have now the system, you know, Monday Raw is based somewhere in the world and SmackDown's based somewhere in the world. NXT a lot of times out of Orlando, they also travel out. But back in the day, it would be you would do like a live TV, and then you would tape for the following week, the next day, whatever. But then you would just have shows. And a lot of times we'd work against Edge and Christian or Too Cool or the Dudleys, and you'd really get matches down with those guys. You know what I mean? Right. Especially when you work them 8 or 9 times back to back. And that helped you become more comfortable, and it built your chemistry going to TV events and pay-per-view events.
Okay. Let me ask you this. I asked Jeff Jarrett this, and it was a great answer. What's the craziest place you've been recognized? And Jeff Jarrett said he was walking on the beach in Australia, and some guy's like, Double J. And he's like, what the hell? Is there a crazy spot you've been recognized that's just blown your mind?
Yes. The craziest place that I think I have been recognized was when we went to Easter Island, and I was out there looking at all the statues
Yes.
that they had. You know, the different. God, I can't even think of the names of them now. But at Easter Island, I was out there, and someone comes up and in Spanish, and and then phone like, oh, picture, and then take a picture, you know, and just like they just recognized me there,
Wow.
you know, just out in the middle of nowhere. And Easter Island too is still like it's the Moai. Because we were driving around the island like to try to see the Moai, and that's only when I had my first son. That was back in 2016. Me, my wife, and my kid were there.
The first time I went to Saudi Arabia, I had an appearance at this Toys R Us over there back then, and that place was packed. I couldn't believe it. It
Wow.
was just me doing the appearance, and I was like, this is crazy. WWE is such a force, you know, around
Yeah.
the world.
Is that one moment you realize the power of what you guys were doing?
Yeah, I mean, after we had the tag team ladder match at No Mercy 99 against Edge and Christian, that's the match that really put us on the map. That changed our reactions from that night on out. And once you become a WWE superstar and people view you as such, and then the company puts you in the position to have these appearances and make you seem like a celebrity on the roster, you're like, whoa, it's crazy. You know how I mean, we're still. I mean. Because we've been on TV so long, I mean, we've been on TV almost 27 years straight now. I mean, everywhere we go, we're recognized. I mean, it's crazy. We're like almost household names.
Yeah, right.
It's so strange.
That match is what got me started doing a swanton into the pool. So
Why don't you do that before you jump?
yeah, you got to do that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, one of my favorite things to hear these days is that, man, are you Jeff Hardy? And I go, yeah, last time I checked. He said, oh, you used to be my favorite wrestler. Oh, thanks.
Man, I love it when y'all wrestled, man.
We still do.
You ever going back to wrestling?
We will have more with Matt and Jeff coming up next here on Chasing Big Joe at the Omni 102.5 The Game. Joe 102.5 The Game here on this Thursday. Jeff probably hadn't heard this in a minute.
Yeah, I love that song.
This song was awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Like I remember when you debuted this, and I'm like, oh, whoa, this is kind of cool.
Yeah, I remember when I first heard it, they first played it for me, and I did not like it at all. But it was within a month, it really grew on me. I was like, well, this is a great, interesting, man.
Yeah, right. Let me ask you guys this. Chase here knows so much about you guys. Is it when he brings up stuff, you're like, oh, yeah, I forgot about that till you brought it up? I mean, that's a lot of people know really more about yourself than you probably know about yourself, right?
Probably so.
There's a lot of stuff we have forgotten as time goes on. But no, there are times where people say, hey, do you remember so-and-so and so-and-so? And you guys did this. And we're like, oh, yeah, that was really cool. And like totally opens up all these memories. And
All
whatnot.
right.
I mean, just because like I say this sometimes, I feel like I've lived multiple lives, doing this. We're 4 decades into this. We're the only tag team in history to hold WWE World Tag Team titles over 4 different decades, which is a pretty cool fact.
Yep.
In the 90s, in the 2000s, in the 2010s, and now the 2020s.
Wow.
We used to hit each other so hard with the steel chairs back in the day. That was the deal. We just took it, and, oh, it was so crazy.
Well, it was kind of like the wrestling code back then. If you came in and you were putting your hands up, they would ream you out in the back, and they would say, you're weak, or they would call you derogatory terms, which we're not going to say here. But that's and we did that so much, and I'm sure, obviously, we've learned all about the studies of chair shots and CTE and stuff like that. So we didn't do ourselves any favors there. So sometimes we do forget these stories.
Right. When wrestling crossed the line into entertainment, like with Hulk and The Rock and everything,
Right.
Did that elevate what you guys did to another level? Because I think it did, because I remember like all those great things, but I think it might have taken you all to a next level. Do you think so?
I do. And I think it even took it to another level whenever Vince kind of like pulled back the curtain and said, like, this is kind of what we do. It's showbiz, it's entertainment. And they gave people a taste of kind of the behind the scenes thing. And it's really interesting. I mean, now in 2026, there are people that are more concerned about what is happening behind the scenes and backstage than they are the actual product in the ring, which is insane.
Right.
But those are the people online. I think Tony Khan calls them the sickos. And AEW, they get a little too into what they're doing behind the scenes.
Right.
And the inner workings.
Do you guys, what do you think of the Unreal show that WWE has done? Because I know there are some people in the business that are like, man, kayfabe, like we gotta preserve it the best we can. But at the same time, I've watched it, and it's kind of neat to see how, ideas are pitched, and then the guys talking about what they want to do in a match. So what do you guys think of it?
Have you watched Unreal
I haven't seen
at
it,
all?
no.
I've watched season 1. I watched the first episode of season 2, and in all honesty, I enjoyed it. And in some ways, it's funny. Some of the old people that will say like, "No, we got to protect it, kayfabe. We got to do this," but then they also have a podcast and they're kind of talking about the exact same
Right.
stuff and the same topics. So I mean, it is what it is. People kind of understand what the business is, and if you're interested in that behind the scenes stuff, it is pretty intriguing, I think. And it's almost like the new form of kayfabe in some ways.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the people that think they know the most are the easiest to really work up and get into a hissy fit over a story or an angle happening. You know what I mean?
Is that the show that kind of went and like behind the scenes, Cena's heel turn?
Yep.
It kind of
Yeah,
talked
yeah,
about
yeah,
all,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
And it shows like Triple H in the writer's room with
Yeah.
Pritchard
Oh,
and
okay.
Heyman and like,
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Michael Hayes, he's in there quite a
Hayes,
bit
yeah.
too.
So yeah,
It's good.
it's cool, but like they have in this new season, Heyman goes, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't like this show,
Right.
and he goes into why, and that this was our living back in the day, which I think is a cool perspective too, for the the older generation that's like, hey, we got to protect it, but it's still, I think they're getting new fans to kind of see, oh, hey, this is how it
Yeah.
all comes to be.
Yeah, but they go like, what an interesting beast this is.
Yeah.
The professional wrestling, they kind of like figure out what they're going to do, and then they actually go out there and perform it live in front of a crowd. And it really is an art form. It is a really, really unique art form. There's nothing like it in the world.
With some of the things that you guys do in the ring, is whoever your opponent is, do you guys have to take maybe more time than a Brock Lesnar would, that doesn't do the stuff off the top rope and ladders that to kind of go over it? Because one, there's a safety concern, and two, you want it to steal the show and to look good.
Yeah, we definitely. I like to know everything that's going to happen and make sure it's like completely clear what we're going to do, and memorize what I have to do. You know, a lot of times I'm afraid, especially with the tag teams now that we've been working with, that do all these combination moves. There's a lot going on, and I'm always freaking out about, oh my God, I don't know if I can remember all this, but yeah, as long as we take plenty of time to go through everything.
And Scott, a lot of times I'll go, brothers. This is Jeff Hardy. He's very over. You don't got to do all that. Let's cut that combo down from 7 moves to 3. We'll be great.
Yeah.
You ever go back and I'm looking at these pictures, some of the videos. I mean, you ever go back to yourself like, we were crazy for doing this in 1999 or 2003? I mean, do you ever look back like, what the hell are we doing?
Some of the stuff I was wearing when we were kind of starting to go our separate ways in our solo careers, I'm like completely embarrassed. I'm like, whoa, why did I do that? Why did I wear that?
Right.
Jesus Christ.
there are times where we do look back and go, God, that was crazy. We're so lucky something didn't go wrong there or whatever else. And it is what it is. I mean, pro wrestling, especially the stuff we do with ladder matches, table matches, a lot of the stuff, cage matches. I mean, a lot of times you take chances that are just calculated risk, and hopefully your calculation works out.
Yeah. Is there ever a time when he did something and y'all were tag team and he doesn't move? You're like, oh God, is this?
Right. Of course, yeah. There was times where I was watching, like, they killed him. He's dead.
we just did, well, this is wild. We just talked about this recently. We just did Chris Van Vliet's show. And we came up with this idea. I remember Jeff told me we're having a match with the Dudley Boys. It was some sort of tables match. And Jeff said, yeah, I want to do a thing where the table is upside down, like with the framing on and everything, and I go through it backwards.
Oh.
And I was like, why would you want to do that? He said, I don't know. It's just never been done. I said, yeah, maybe there's a reason. and I guess he got it out of his system. He's like, that sucked. It was terrible.
Yeah.
He said, but I did do it. He had his heart set on it.
We were in a Run DMC video back in the early 2000s. I had totally forgotten about that. And like flew out to LA and we did this it was like a mosh pit kind of scene, but we did these real sketchy. I did a swanton, you did a leg drop up to this, and all they had was a little bitty pad about half the size of this table. It was so small.
It was like a pillow, like half the size of this table.
We jumped from like a 15-foot. It was nuts.
Oh my gosh!
I totally forgot about that. It was such a cool video with Run DMC.
Yeah, that's cool.
I remember that.
As
a DX video.
Yeah.
Buffalo Bill fans ever invited you up to
right.
jump off and break tables?
Go through tables.
Yeah,
they do a lot of that in the parking lot.
They do, right?
Could break a table and then go straight to a cold plunge from there. Yeah. Cold plunge is part of our secret to longevity. That's what, we're both big on that. We get in cold water every day.
I can so many times see Jeff doing a move like that and hearing Jim Ross go, "My God, they killed him! He's dead. He's been broken in half." When we come back, I want to ask you. I haven't hit the broken character yet because it's one of the most brilliant things that I think I've ever seen in pro wrestling. We'll talk about that coming up next with Matt and Jeff, the Hardys. We're live at Bar Lines at the Omni Nashville Hotel on 102.5 The Game.
I will delete you.
Joe, 102.5 The Game on this Thursday at the Omni Nashville Hotel. It is delightful to have you. Wonderful to have you with us. So I will say the funniest things was you guys were in WWE and you're tagging with Bray Wyatt, the late great Bray Wyatt.
Yes.
At the time, Jeff's about to do a match with Finn Balor and Seth Rollins. You're walking through the backstage, you run into each other, and you're in the Woken, I guess is what they call it, but the broken character, and all of a sudden you become Brother Nero, and I just remember watching that going, what is this? But it's hilarious.
It's one of my favorites, man.
How did that whole thing, because it was TNA, right?
Yes.
That was kind of born.
Yeah, TNA gave me the opportunity to kind of think outside the box, try something different. And my wife and I, we had been binge watching True Blood, and I was thinking, like, God, vampires are so cool, how they live, for they're immortal. And there was Eric Northman that was on True Blood, and he was 1,000 years old. And I was like, you see him in all these different eras. They have flashbacks, and his hair's different, clothing's different, just depending on what the style is. And I was like, man, that'd be the coolest gimmick ever. I can't be immortal, obviously, but what if I could somehow keep track of my soul, like where it's been, and I know how many different bodies my soul's been in. I could claim to be immortal, that I've lived for 2,000 years, and that's kind of how it all came to be. Is based off True Blood and vampires and whatnot. And then I pulled stuff from like Dexter and the first season of True Detective with Matthew McConaughey and this crazy cartoon Salad Fingers. And then I just said, I'm going to try and do something back like Papa Shango, or when Undertaker first debuted and he was magical, something, see if people will buy me as being supernatural to a degree and see what I can do. And TNA gave me the resources and the time and television to do that. And I got to go out and roll the dice, and it ended up being huge. It totally revitalized our career. So, it just going from Matt Hardy, even when I went out for my first promo, and I'm out, I didn't tell anyone I was going to speak in that voice. And I'm out there going, the nefarious Brother Nero, he must be deleted. This man, he put me in this condition after he put me through this swanton, and he jumped off the top table. Jumped off the top perch and put me through the top table. Anyway, doing the whole broken Matt speak, man. And just I came back from that, and they're like, oh, my God, what was that? And I said, well, I told you guys it was going to be different.
His improv is amazing. We did some stuff at Times Square in New York. His improv was incredible, man, that night. We're just promoting the show. We might hit the streets of Nashville tonight or tomorrow.
Did you ever break character, though? I mean, when he's doing this, and I don't laugh.
That Brother Nero probably just kind of listened and walked around, because you can't, man. I cannot top what he does, man. It's incredible, the improv that comes out of him.
Well, I think what was so telling about it is when you guys came back to WWE at WrestleMania,
for sure.
And you're the Hardys, and the Hardy Boy music is playing, and you hear the crowd going, delete, delete, delete.
There were tens of thousands of people in this multitude of humanity, this sea of humanity, just going, delete, delete, delete. Something we created somewhere else, that was almost on the verge of going out of business at that time. It's cool. And the whole Broken Universe and Broken Matt and the Brother Nero thing kind of helped TNA become sold to Anthem, the company who currently owns it right now. So it's cool, man. And it's great that we're in the midst of this resurgence, and it's so exciting to be coming back to Nashville. Nashville is such an amazing wrestling city as it is anywhere. So much TNA history here, but this Pinnacle is a pretty new venue too, right? So
and it's great for wrestling.
Yeah, I heard it's great,
awesome,
great for wrestling. So we're super excited to be there Friday. No Surrender is going to be a big event. Leon Slater is finally back,
his return, yes.
Which is going to be great. Just to tell everyone he's going to be in Nashville officially, because there was a bunch of visa issues that just happened. Some stuff happened with the government. Things kind of got shut down. So he was stuck over in the UK for a couple weeks, but he is going to be back. And we're having this match where we're kind of forced the team with the Righteous. So it's going to be a very explosive situation, to say the least.
He makes the Swanton 450 look so easy. It's amazing when he does that.
Yeah. So next Friday and Saturday night.
Yes. Next Friday is the No Surrender pay-per-view. And then we're going to be taping Impact, a couple episodes of Impact on Saturday.
Looking forward to that. And then this weekend, people can come to the Music City Center and meet
Yes, we're going to be at the Music City Center doing the Nashville Celebrity Comic-Con. We're very excited about that. A lot of wrestling folks there actually this weekend, which is going to be cool. And then we are throwing this the biggest Hardy party of 2026 at John Daly's in Nashville.
Oh,
Saturday
man.
night, yeah.
We're gonna try and we're gonna try and shoot the breeze with we're gonna try and shoot the breeze with John Daly over there.
Oh, that'll be
Amazing.
great.
I
was
edited myself quickly.
No,
That's right.
you were good. You were.
Yeah, yeah.
It was halfway.
You
It's
guys
okay.
get it. That's great.
Shoot the breeze.
You have no idea how much fun this has been. The hour has flown by, and there's probably 25 questions I didn't get to ask, but this has been awesome.
I do want to say, you said that you enjoyed our match with the Dudleys.
Yes.
We were so proud of that match, and we're so happy we got to do it. I think TNA is the only place it could really happen. Our biggest goal, and we said this several times, kind of jokingly, but we were also serious because Devon had some health issues. We want to make sure we didn't unalive Devon in the course of this match, and we wanted him to go out on the best note possible. And it's cool because we're career rivals, us and the Dudley Boys. First time we wrestled was 27 years ago, so to have that final match, and we knew Devon was going to retire, but we had no idea they were both going to take their boots off, and they gave us their boots.
Yeah,
Which is
yeah,
the first time this ever happened. Very, very cool moment. Still gives me chills thinking about it. And there were people legitimately crying all around the match.
Yeah. No,
I said to
it
Matt
was
at the end, I said, is this a thing? And Matt said, it is now.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
Yes, it is.
I'll ask one more. Is there a tag team that in any company, it doesn't matter, that you guys haven't faced that you'd like to face before you call it a career?
The one tag team that has been around for a long time that we have never ever faced one-on-one, which we would like to, I think, are the Motor City Machine Guns.
Really? Okay.
Which is wild because we've kind of crossed, but we've kind of been like ships passing in the night. We've never been at the same place at the same time. And now I'm so happy they went to WWE. They got the opportunity to be tag champions there because you kind of have to go to WWE. It's the great game. You kind of have to be on top there to really feel like you've made it or said you've made it. And that would probably be the top team on my list.
I'm a fan of the Street Profits, man. That's
Yeah.
kind of been on my mind as far as a bucket list match. So we'll see.
That could be a good one. Did you guys ever face the Young Bucks in AEW?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they're
Many
amazing.
times,
Yeah.
We love the Young Bucks. Huge
Yeah.
love for the Young Bucks. A great team. They're also another team. I know AEW is their creation, but I would love for the Young Bucks to go to
Yeah.
WWE and have a good run there too.
Well, if Cody can do it, then
Yeah.
you never know. Guys, thank you so much. This
Thank
has
you,
been a lot
brother.
of fun. It's good to meet you. And
Same.
again, check them out this weekend and next weekend at the Pinnacle. Matt, the Hardy Boys. We'll have more coming up next. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5, The King. Hour number 3, Chase and Big Joe, 102.5 The Game on this Thursday. We're live at the Omni Nashville Hotel at Barlines, and so awesome with Matt and Jeff, the Hardy Boys. We say hello now to Greg Wyshynski, ESPN. Greg, I'm sorry, you have to follow the Hardy Boys.
I know. You might as well just delete me based on that sequence. I will say my favorite recent Hardy Boys highlight was without question when Jeff joined Matt in AEW and he debuts, his music hits. Matt's getting destroyed in the ring, and Jeff, on his way to save his brother, stops in the aisle to dance to the theme song before running all the way to the ring to save his brother. It was just like priceless. That's wrestling right there.
It was good, and they just told a great story about the whole broken angle and coming up with that. So we just spent an hour with them. It was awesome. So
that's awesome.
Really, really fun there. The Olympic break is almost here. The Predators play in Washington tonight against the Capitals after a crazy overtime loss last night against Minnesota. I'm going to just throw my theory out at you. Now that we got the news that Barry Trotz is going to retire, there's going to be a new general manager they hope to have in place by the draft, and then he will retire. With the as close as the Preds are, I know all logic should tell you not to, but should they just go for it at this point?
Like become buyers at the deadline?
Well, not like overbuy, like not give up the farm and a ton of prospects, but if there's a piece that Barry could add that he thinks would put this team over the hump, should he do it, and therefore at the same time hang on to some assets that maybe he should move off of?
Well, it's an interesting theory because, like, obviously what we're looking at here is some additional playoff revenue, which is nothing to sneeze at. Which is some valuable playoff experience for the younger players on the roster, which is important. And you always have to try to be in it to win it. You never know what's going to happen, although I think ultimately what will happen is someone will get their teeth kicked in by the Colorado Avalanche in the first round if you get the second wildcard spot. But your theory's not terrible because it does reward the players in the roster for all they've done in the last 2 months to make this season interesting. And the alternative is allowing what is now a lame duck general manager the opportunity to trade some of the more important pieces from this roster, which theoretically should be the responsibility of the next guy if that in fact is still the direction they want to go with this roster.
I forgot what I was going to say. I'm sorry. I totally forgot my question.
Ask him about Hardy's Boys question.
I know. I'm still I got the swan time. That's
all right, so Greg, I'll do it. The Nashville Predators have won 26 games, and I think they have trailed in 17 of those. Is that correct? They've been behind either a goal or 2 goals. This hockey team is fun to watch, Greg, because they get down and their comebacks. Last night was an exciting game. Monday night, they were down 2-1, 5-2, whatever. This hockey team is fun to watch because I think they're psychotic.
That's a good word for it. I mean, like,
right.
Yeah, the resiliency they've shown, the game that happened after Barry's announcement where they make that crazy comeback, like, it's fun. And again, that's when we think about the conversations the three of us were having back in, say, like December, and now we think about the conversations we're having at the Olympic break. Like it's night and day, and it's completely unanticipated that this season would turn out to be fun. It may not turn out to be a playoff season. The West is a real meat grinder, and there's still some teams that are around Nashville and behind Nashville that could still maybe make a run. But ultimately, it certainly is a season that you can feel better about. And to me, like, to go back to your original point, Chase, like, part of making the playoffs is also trying to maybe get some good vibes cooking for next season. There's going to be regime change at the top. There'll probably be some new people on the roster, but you want to be able to build a little bit of positive momentum going into next season. And certainly being in the playoff conversation does that.
Greg Wyshynski is with us from ESPN. You and I texted a little bit after Barry broke the news, or the news had come out and before the press conference. But one, how surprised were you? And two, what do you think I know there's going to be interest in this job, but how is this job viewed in league circles?
That's your second question is a really intriguing one because I don't know the answer. I mean, the stock answer is that there are only 32 of these jobs, so beggars can't be choosers, and it's going to attract a lot of interest from a lot of people. I think ultimately it's an organization that you want to be a part of. I mean, I think it's ascendant. I think the fan base is great. I think the community is great. Jury's out on the owner just because we haven't had him for this long of a stretch as a hockey owner. But the executives above the general manager, I think, are good ones. Sean Henry in particular. So I think it's a job that a lot of people would want. I was shocked by it, to be honest with you. I mean, the idea of announcing something like this early in the season is kind of jarring. Like I said, we're not even at the trade deadline yet, and we have a guy that's not going to be in the job after June, making calls at the trade deadline and kind of being the steward of this franchise. The other shocking part to me was the news that as long as it's legal within the confines of the NHLPA, which we don't know yet, the news that they hired CAA to lead the search. That probably tells you it's going to be an external candidate that gets the job. And it's an interesting vetting process because I do think that they're going to get people that have GM experience. They're going to have people that are, rock stars as assistant general managers, and there might be some other people outside the box that they consider as well.
Greg, Sean Henry comes on with us all the time, and because you just heap praise on him, he's going to have Chase cut a promo where you're lavishing praise on him. So thanks for that extra work for Chase. Appreciate that.
Hey,
go ahead.
I was going to say, I think Sean's brilliant. Like, you think about all the Smashville stuff and all the success that this team has had in cultivating more fans and building a good business. Like, I think that directly leads back to Sean. So I'll shine him. I'll put him over.
I like that. It's funny, Greg, about this run the Predators have been on. We've gone from the first 2 months, fire Brunette, get rid of Brunette, to now nobody talks about it. Can we talk about the job that Brunette has done, maybe in a positive light, to kind of turn this around and have these guys in contention for the playoffs?
Sure. And I think that the word we used before, fun, when an Andrew Brunette team is doing the things that it needs to do to make his system work, it's fun. Like the way that the Florida played when he was down there, the way that the Devils played when he was an associate coach there. When things are clicking, it's the kinds of teams that can erase deficits and feel like they're never out of a game offensively. Like, this is kind of the vision that Barry had when he hired him, which still is kind of jarring to think that one of the most strident defensive coaches of the last 20 years was the guy being like, we need the offensive guy. But like, this is kind of the thing that Brunette has shown he can do when his teams are playing up to their standards and executing the system that he plays. And I think that you can't discount his contribution in making this season as fun as it's been.
Absolutely. Saros is driving me crazy. We talked about it last week about how he's got to step up. But, I mean, just there are a couple goals that just like, you can't give those up. And it's frustrating, Greg, to a point because the team is having to play comeback and win these games. It'd be nice if they didn't have to do this. But how important is it, we said this last week, that Saros has to play like an elite goalie for this hockey team to get to the playoffs?
I mean, it's essential, and I think the problem is that we just have not seen enough of it this season. I mean, if you go by the metrics of Money Puck, which tracks a stat called goals saved above expected, i.e., how is the team playing in front of the goalie and how many pucks should the goalie stop, he's at minus 13 on the season. That's pretty bad. That tells you that the team in front of him is doing a decent job, but he is not playing up to the standards that the stats indicate he should be playing up to. So, I mean, listen, goaltending is the key to the sport. The teams that get it are going to contend. The teams that don't are going to flail. And so, if they have any chance of trying to grab a wild card spot in this conference, it's going to have to be Saros that turns this thing around after the Olympic break.
Greg Wyshynski is with us. Now that Artemi Panarin has been dealt to LA, what's the next big trade, and do you see anything happening? Is today the freeze when the roster freeze starts?
No, the freeze was yesterday. That's why they had to get
yesterday.
the Panarin thing in under the wire. Yeah. First off, the Panarin trade is just fascinating. I mean, I called around last night to some people that have knowledge of it. it seems like basically he wanted to go to Florida. Florida couldn't make the cap situation work because they have to keep space open for Barkov to come back. Artemi and his family then said it's LA. And then all these teams that were in the hunt for him were basically told, try to convince him to not go to LA. And so they came with like big money offers and everything else, but ultimately they couldn't shake the visions of Hollywood, and he signs that 2-year extension with the Kings. Now that he's off the board, I'm looking at Calgary. You know, I'm looking at 2 players on Calgary. One, Blake Coleman, who everybody remembers as being part of those Tampa Bay Lightning Cup teams, a really valuable down the lineup forward, but a guy who's sort of a Swiss Army knife. He could do a lot of different things for you and score goals and play in defensive situations. And then more importantly from Calgary is Nazem Kadri. Now, Kadri is a guy that, you know, won a cup in Colorado. He is a quintessential second line center on a championship level team. He scores, he can play defense, and most of all, he plays with the kind of edge that you need in the playoffs. There had been some talk about Calgary not wanting to give him up. I've heard kind of tangentially that maybe that's changed a little bit, and maybe he's open to the idea of playing someplace else. If that's the case, then I think he's going to be a player in very high demand as we get closer to the trade deadline.
Well, going to be interesting towards the deadline, but hey, the next few weeks we get to talk some Olympic hockey, so I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, and for us and, you know, on the East Coast and folks in the Central Time Zone, like these starts over in Italy are great, man. Like they're very, very nice, including the gold medal game. I think it's at like 8:00 or something on a Sunday, East Coast time. So kegs and eggs for the gold medal game. It's going to be pretty cool.
Oh, it's going to be awesome. And by the way, the league has just announced that Washington will open the game with a 2-0 lead tonight against the Predators. So we'll see how that works. But Greg, appreciate the time as always, man. We'll talk to you next week.
Anytime.
Awesome. Greg Wyshynski, senior NHL writer at ESPN. I kid.
You do, pal.
I appreciate him. We'll react to everything. We've had a fun show so far here at Bar Lines at the Omni National Hotel on 102.5 The Game. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game here on this Thursday. Live at the Omni Nashville Hotel at Bar Lines. Predators will be back in action tonight. Pre-game coverage with Max Hers at 5 and the puck drop just after 6 here on 102.5 The Game as they wrap up the pre-Olympic schedule against the Washington Capitals, and then 3 weeks off for Olympic hockey, and then the Preds return with a home game against the Chicago Blackhawks on the 26th of this month. So about 21 days off.
Let's roll, man. And they're fun to watch.
20 days.
20 days. Hey, real quick, the Super Bowl line opened to Seattle, giving up 3.5. It's now moved to 4.5. What does that mean? You're my gambling insider.
Money's on Seattle.
Okay.
Yeah. If it's pulling, they're pulling away. Yeah, I would say.
I mean, would you put? I think they win by 2 touchdowns.
I mean, I do. I kind of do, and then I don't know.
The over,
I don't know if because I know Mike Vrabel, is a Titans fan, and I've seen this before. Like, how many games did he have here where everybody counted them out? Like the New England playoff game, Baltimore playoff game.
Sure.
And they go and they not only do they win, but they were pretty much in control.
Well, I mean, he lost a few here too as
He
well.
did, right. He did.
So the over-under is 45.5.
I lean over.
Do you really?
Well, I see. Again, it's on can New England's offense score? Like, I think Seattle could put up 30 points
Easily.
but New England's got to help with some of that.
And I just thought New England's offense.
That's kind of a low number.
It's got less and less and less. ESPN.com's got 65 Super Bowl bets you need to know about. So there's a lot of.
I love the prop bets.
Minutia here.
How long is the anthem?
Well, these aren't props. These are
Right.
just like game
things
that happen. But those are good. Dr. Craig, what's the one we had yesterday about what color Gatorade?
Yeah, I think orange or lime green leads the pack for that.
Could you imagine betting on that? We had this thing, Chase, years ago we talked about if Chase McCabe was doing the anthem and you knew, and the over-under is like 2 minutes and 8 seconds, and you knew that if you put $100,000 that you would go 220, wouldn't you do it?
Yeah. Of course I would.
Right? Yeah, right?
Yeah. I mean, if you knew. Well, a few years ago, I think somebody videoed them doing rehearsals, and so they took it off. They took it off the board.
Oh, no.
Because they timed it during the rehearsal.
Oh, that's great, man.
So they
yeah, I
took it
knew
off.
if I'm singing it, they're like, all right, 2:08 is the time. If you go over, you can win that. Yeah, I would do. I think we all would do that.
Yeah. It's actually 2:24.
Is it really?
Is the time right now.
I remember when Aretha Franklin did one at the Thanksgiving Day. She sang for like 4.5 minutes. It was like, all right, Aretha gets that pass. Nobody else does.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, I think it comes in right under 2. Who's doing the anthem?
I don't know.
I know.
I have no idea.
I feel like I should know this. It is Charlie Puth.
Charlie, I have no idea who that is.
I
Yeah.
believe that it's Puth, like a booth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Vladimir Putin?
Yeah, if you're
Yes.
Mike Tyson pronouncing it.
Oh, that was good, Dr. Craig. Well done. Yeah, Charlie Puth. Puth.
I've never heard of this guy, which means nothing. I'm mad, probably never heard of me either.
Probably not.
He's probably, did you have the Hardy Boys on today? Hell yeah, we did. Show did, man.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Did you see that celebrity Comic Cons across the street? All the people are going to be there.
I actually haven't looked at the full.
Doc Brown's going to be there.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Zach Brown's dad. But like Ralph Macchio is going to be, like the cast of Karate Kid's going to be there.
All right.
Most
so
of
let's
them.
see.
Hardy Boys.
The Hardy Boys. Let's see. Christopher Lloyd.
It's Doc Brown.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. I see what you mean.
Reverend Jim from Taxi.
Let's see. I don't know that person. I don't know that person.
Name him off, pal.
Brian O'Halloran.
Oh, I don't know who that is either.
Lex Luger. Let's go. Dante Basca. I don't know who that is. Billy Zabka.
From he lives here, I think. I was told.
Giancarlo Esposito from
Yeah.
Star Wars.
No, that's Gus Fring from Breaking Bad.
Okay. Well, he's also in the
Yeah.
Star Wars stuff. Emma Kinney. I don't know who that is.
She ran these shoes for years.
Johnny Young Bosch, who is from Power Rangers. The Hardys. Kane, the mayor of Knoxville, was going to be there.
Glenn Jacobs.
Kane. Jonathan McDaniel, who I think was a comic guy.
You know what's great about Glenn
Lita.
Jacobs? Remember we had him on last year with the Vols played the national championship in baseball. And hey, we were like, hey, do you mind if we ask a couple of wrestling questions? He's like, no, please ask as many as you want. It was great. He was so great talking about those old stories back in the day.
Oh, man. Did you see who else is going to be there?
Peyton?
No, man. Priscilla.
What? Are you kidding me? Man, let me tell you one time. I laid my eyes on Silo's Air Force Base in Germany back in 1959, man. And I said, that girl right there, she's going to be my girl, although she's 14 years old. But I want to embarrassing. Man, Sila's coming to town.
Yep.
Oh, that's great.
I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't know she was still with us.
How dare you?
I'm sorry. I didn't know that. Soraya, better known as Paige, WWE, going to be there. Right, like you mentioned, Steven. Oh, wow, the Arrow guy. He's going to be there.
Arrow guy.
Steve Burns from Blue's Clues is going to be there.
Who looks nothing like that now.
No,
looks
he
like
doesn't.
us.
Yeah. Susan Sarandon.
Yep.
That's cool. Trish Stratus. There are a lot of people.
Yeah. Who are you excited to see there, young man? Doc Brown?
Trish Stratus.
Trish Stratus. You know, I excited to see Priscilla Presley.
Yeah, Priscilla would be cool. All right. Well, check
Got
it
your
out this
weekend planned there, buddy.
I know.
Go see the Hardys.
Absolutely.
Walk, hey, remember me? Like, no, we don't.
Yeah, they'll be like, get this guy away from us.
Hit him with a ladder.
Yeah, that'd be fun. 615-737-1025.
We got a VIP.
Dante
here.
Basco is Rufio from Hook. That's right.
The
Okay.
movie Hook
Yeah.
with Robin Williams.
Yeah. Yep. Sure is.
Sergeant Slaughter just walked in. He's got the hat over there.
He just coming up next, reset our question of the day.
If you could watch a Super Bowl this weekend with one ex-Super Bowl winning player, who would it be? If you watch a Super Bowl this weekend with one, he's on the couch with you, you're having a few beers, watch a Super Bowl, who would it be? I said Jack Lambert. Chaser said Emmitt Smith. Dr. Crane said Aaron Rodgers. Who would you choose this weekend to watch a Super Bowl with? Let us know. 615-737-1025.
We'll have more coming here on Chasing Big Joe 1025 The Game.
Oh,
there we go.
Man.
Little Elvis here on this Thursday. Chasing Big Joe 102.5 The Game at the Omni Nashville Hotel at Barlines. Let's say hello to Rich. He wants to give a question of the day answer. Who would you watch the Super Bowl with? Must be a former champion. Rich, what you got?
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady?
Why?
Yes, sir. Always wanted to meet him.
Okay. That's fair enough. Thanks for the call. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate it.
That's Rich.
Nick has changed his answer to Brian Stork, who you had on yesterday.
Woo!
Quite an interview.
Yeah. Brian texted me later on, Dr. Crane, and said, apologize. He thought he was on a podcast.
That's okay. It was still great.
After one F-bomb and three
Yeah.
something else's, that's fine. Though.
We'd like to thank Will Compton and Taylor Lewan for starting that trend.
Right.
Just kidding. They do a great job. Jason in Clarksville says Peyton Manning. Keegan says, let me eat some Rotel and drink beers with Rob Gronkowski.
Oh, that's a great answer. Yeah, he's coming to his own as a host.
I like him much better on Fox.
Yes.
Except for Bradshaw's trying to beat that, and that doesn't work.
Nope.
Steve from the Borough, I'd watch it with Gronk. You know you're going to get messed up and have a blast.
Oh, absolutely you are.
2727 has an answer I think you're going to love. Rocky Blyer.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That'd
Guy's
be really
a
good.
badass. Vietnam vet.
How many did he win?
4.
4 with the Steelers?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good one. That is a really good one.
Yeah, I had Jack Lambert before. After watching the old Super Bowls this past weekend, I just like, man, that'd be fun. Because he's a hermit. He doesn't talk much. And so it'd be fun to sit down and watch a Super Bowl with him.
Let's get a couple of answers. People that have called in. Jim in Mount Juliet. What you got?
It'll be Tom Brady first, just because he's won so many Super Bowls and get his pick on the games. But more importantly, any of the babes that didn't meet his criteria, he could drop down to me. Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
He waited on the phone to tell us that. Thanks, Jim. Wonder what babe he's talking about.
I don't know. Don has a question of the day and also another comment as well. Don, what you got?
Yeah, I would. My pick to watch the Super Bowl with would be Tom Moore. Anybody remember him?
Yeah, he just retired, right, from the Bucks, right? He's 87.
He was a neighbor of mine in Goodlettsville back in the day.
No.
Okay.
And he's living in Hendersonville now. He was a backup running back behind Hornig on some of the pre Super Bowl teams. Went to Vanderbilt.
Is this the same Tom Moore, the offensive coordinator, Tom Moore?
Nope, different one.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
I'm thinking Tom Moore, the Peyton Manning's OC for many years.
He was a running back.
No, Tom Moore went to Vanderbilt. He was a backup behind Hornig a couple years for Green Bay, and lives out in Hendersonville now. And he's getting on up there, but he's a super nice guy. I've known him for a long time.
Oh, that's a great
that's
answer.
pretty cool.
Thank you, Don.
Yeah, man. Hey, I wanted to comment a little bit about Joey Aguilar, if I could.
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I think the guy's played 7 years of college football. In my opinion, at least it's time to move on. It's just time to move on. I'm a Tennessee fan, and I think that'd be better if he comes back, but it's just time to move on. And I think they're kind of putting the screws to George McIntyre a little bit. And the guy that transferred from Colorado, he's really kind of in no man's land, in my opinion. So,
well, you make a good point, and that's the thing, Don. Thank you for
Don.
the comment. Is that if you open this can of worms about not counting junior college against your eligibility, you talk about a nightmare. You're going to have a nightmare because you're going to have other guys come back out and say, "Oh yeah, I want to be part of this," even though they're 30 years old. Don't do it.
Well,
don't do it. I'm telling you right now, don't do it.
Don't hate me. But now look, 7 years is ridiculous.
Right.
You got to put a cap on it.
Sure.
But I can hear the argument of should 2 years take away from your
Damn straight it should.
4 from and look, and I recognize the fact it did for you.
Yeah.
So this is close to you. But if they just said, look, you get 6 years. That's it.
No. Then they want 7. Then they want 8.
Well,
you
no,
have 5 years to play
kept,
4. That's the way it's always been. It's the way it always should be.
Okay. What
Not
if you had 5 years to play 5?
No.
What if you played 1 year of junior and that
they have
you
postgraduate programs.
You could still play 4.
There are places you can do a postgraduate program and play football. It doesn't count against your eligibility. That's fine. Find those places and do that. But if you go to junior college, you are in school. The clock is ticking. You can't do this. College football is not a career.
Yeah.
These guys are making
but
it
it's
a career.
becoming that. But it's becoming that.
Because they're allowing it.
Right. And
7 years is ridiculous.
But there's some guys like Joey Aguilar that know that, hey, I can make $1 or $2 million playing college football, and I'm not going to sniff that in the NFL.
You're 100% correct on that.
And look, it is what it is. They've done this to themselves.
Yep.
And they being the NCAA.
They're going to do. I'm telling you right now, do not open the can of worms at junior colleges. Don't do it.
Andrew from Dover, and answering our question of the day, says Mean Joe Green or Jerome Bettis?
That's a good one. Mean Joe would be fun to watch a Super Bowl with.
Would you have a Coke with him?
Coke
and a smile?
I probably would.
Would you ask him to throw his jersey at you?
Sure.
Thanks, Mean Joe.
That might be the best commercial of all time.
Yeah. Oh, it is. And then, they kind of redid it with, was it Coke or Pepsi?
It was Coke.
Yeah. They redid it with Troy Polamalu.
Yep.
Which was like, and
Mean
Joe was in it too.
There's no new ideas, so no. But that's one of the greatest commercials of all time.
Weston Clarksville says they just need to have an age limit and then be done.
You get 5 years to play 4. That's how easy it's always been done. There was no problem with that, and then all these players started coming out because they know they're going to get paid, and I understand it, but no, man, nope,
no, man.
Sauerkraut.
2438 says I'd also want to watch the Super Bowl with Walter Payton or the Fridge. So somebody from 85.
Yeah, Fridge would be fun. It's weird because we set the question out there. You had to win the Super Bowl, and you had to still be with us.
Yeah. But I think you'd have a lot of Walter Payton, if you're saying dead or alive.
Yeah, absolutely you would. All day long.
Yeah. 615-737-1025. Coming up next, everyone's favorite, celebrity birthdays, and what day is it? Live from the Omni here on 1025 The Game.
All right, guys, Big Joe here. Listen, we spend a lot of time. We talk about it all the time, mental health on our show. For you men out there, if you're struggling, I need you to do one thing for me. I need you to go to therapy. I did it. It saved and changed my life. I need you to go and open up just one time. Go one time for me and do it and see how great it can be for you. You open up, you discover gratitude, you become closer with God. I'm telling you, it works. We got a great place you can go. It's called Unity Psychiatric Care. They're based right here in Middle Tennessee. They're to get you back on track and living the life you deserve. Here's all you got to do. Just go to GameNashville.com, click on the Chase and Big Joe show. There, you will see a link for Unity Psychiatric Care, and you start taking back your life. Listen, it is private, it's secure, and it's confidential, and they offer telehealth. No one has to know. I just need you to go. That's all I need you to do. Also, this is very important. You may be the one who notices one of your loved ones isn't quite doing well. They're acting a little different. And listen, you could be that person to turn their life around. And again, just go to GameNashville.com, click on the Chase and Big Joe show, and there on the right is all the information you need for Unity Psychiatric Care. Listen, we love you guys so much, and help is just around the corner. Take back your life, and this is important. Please know you don't have to go through any of this alone. I just need you to go. Again, go to GameNashville.com, click on the Chase and Big Joe show, and let the journey to wellness begin.
Chasing Big Joe 102.5, the game here on this Thursday at Barlines at the Omni Nashville Hotel. We've had a lot of fun today. Appreciate Matt and Jeff, the Hardy Boys, for joining us. Greg Wyshynski as well, and all of you. I know we have a lot of cool people on this show, but I think more people have commented on the fact that we had the Hardys on
Right.
than anybody. We haven't been in a while, so we'll be up in Kentucky tomorrow at the Mint Gaming Hall for getting ready for the big game this weekend.
Which Super Bowl is this?
60.
Attaboy.
It is. It is indeed.
Thank you,
Do you think we won't do it because we don't have time? Do you think you can name every matchup?
Yeah.
From 1 to 60?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, when I was a kid, I had no friends. I just watched football and studied football, yes.
Well, you know what? You have friends now.
I do.
Me and Dr. Crane.
So I don't have to remember all that
And
stuff.
Ricky.
I think I can do Heisman Trophy winners back to the mid-'60s.
We did that one day. That was fun.
Super Bowl winners, matchup, quarterbacks.
I did Daytona 500 winners and champions.
You did.
Yeah. That was fun.
That was a good time.
That's
there,
how
man.
cool I am.
It is, right?
With that, let's not waste any more time. Let's get to what days
Never.
and celebrity birthdays.
Okay, first on the list we have Disaster Day. So shows
Is
a
that-
picture of a
Is
yacht.
that our show?
No, I don't think so. Hopefully not. Let's see. Move Hollywood and Broadway to Lebanon, Pennsylvania. Probably it's Lebanon to them. I don't know. California Western Monarch Day is today. National Shower with a Friend Day. Pass.
Whoa.
National
no,
Fart
don't think
Day
so.
is today. So it shows a
National
bowl-
what?
Fart Day with an F.
That's
So,
every day.
Yeah, it shows a bowl
There's
of
a
beans.
National Fart Day?
There is. There is.
My goodness.
I know, it's crazy. National Chocolate Fondue Day. Sure, that's what happens after, you know what? National Weather Person
After
Day.
what?
I'm just saying.
After what?
After you eat a bowl of beans. That's what it's showing here on the screen.
Chocolate fondue after you eat a bowl. Okay.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Use the math there, Joe. National Weather Person's
Use
Day
the
is today.
science.
World Nutella Day. Wow, there's a lot of chocolate on this list today.
Okay.
And then the last one, I'm not proud of it, but National Sweater Day. It's celebrated in Canada. We're in the Winter Olympics time, so everything that's Canadian kind of push it off to the side because there's a rivalry at stake here.
Okay.
Can we make it a correction from yesterday, Dr. Crane?
Yeah, no, we're good, Joe. We can continue, man.
What happened? What
I
I missed?
mispronounced Liberace, so we're just gonna continue
Oh.
today. Yeah.
But
Was it up
Nobody-
there with like Zenfandel?
No, nobody caught it.
Yes. Nobody caught it? I had messages. People listen to this show, man. They loved it.
Yeah.
What did you say? What did he call it?
Like Liberancy. No, like Liberancy.
Yeah, something like that. I thought there was like a little tilde over like the C or something, but I definitely was wrong as
Hey,
usual.
don't blame her.
Tilde. It's like a schwa. Oh,
Like
man.
an
What's
agate
that
on the end of
over?
the shoe.
What's Adoree Jackson had that little slant over the E. Avant-garde. What's that thing called? Avant Schwabi. What is it?
The
Samsonite?
Schwab, Chris Merman.
What'd you say?
I said Samsonite. You were just going Schwimmy Schwammy. I went Samsonite because he
No,
says that in
What's
movie.
what's if you have two E's and the second E has that? Adoree Jackson had it when he was
Yeah, I
here.
don't know what that is.
Accent Schwabe.
I don't
Accent Grave.
Just
Look
get-
it up.
get to
You're
the
not
birth-
doing anything anyway but cheating on getting celebrity birthdays.
No, I'm
All right, here we go. Celebrity
merging the
birthdays.
logs.
If somebody knows what that thing's called, let us know, please. All right, Chase, you go first. Celebrity birthdays. How old is Don Cherry today?
87.
88.
92. Dr. Crane, how old is Roger Staubach today?
82. And by the way, it says it's an acute accent over the E.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
You're a cute. Have a cute.
Oh,
accent.
stop it.
Anyway, Staubach, I'm going to say 85.
84. Chase on the board, 1-0. Chaser, how old is Craig Morton, another Cowboy quarterback?
80.
77.
83. Dr. Crane, how old is Darrell Waltrip?
62.
Franklin, Tennessee's own and friend of the show, I will say DW is 81.
79.
Okay.
Chaser up 2-0. Chaser, how old is Cristiano Ronaldo?
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Whatever.
42.
41.
41 exactly. We're tied at 2. Dr. Crane, how old is Joe? Howard, I can't spell this guy's name.
No, please pronounce it. Would love to hear it.
I wrote it down too fast. We'll skip over. How old, Dr. Crane, is Christopher Guest, the actor?
35.
75.
78. Chaser, how old is Tim Meadows?
64.
59.
65. Chaser's up 3-2. Dr. Crane, how old is Jennifer Jason Lee? She was in Fast Times at Ridgemont High and Backdraft, and her father was Vic Morrow, who was killed on set filming The Twilight Zone.
65.
64.
64 exactly. Chase up 5-2. Chaser, how old is one of my favorite SNL guys, Chris Parnell? How old is Chris Parnell?
54.
58.
59. All right, it's 5-3. Dr. Crane, how old's Bobby Brown?
73.
That's a pretty good guess. I'm going to go a little younger. 68.
He is 57.
Oh,
What
wow.
Dr. Crane
Okay.
say?
70-something.
73.
You're wrong on that.
I thought it was older than.
How old, Dr. Crane, how old is Brazilian soccer star Neymar?
He's in his 30s. Let me think real quick.
He's the guy I wrote down his name. I couldn't read my writing.
I'm going to go with
Neymar.
37.
36.
34. Chase up 6-3. He's price of writing you today.
It's all right.
All right, Chase, you're up next. How old is actress Barbara Hershey? She was in the great movie Beaches. Barbara Hershey.
72.
78.
82. Dr. Crane, how old is actress Laura Linney? She's in the Ozarks and a bunch of other stuff.
Is that the mom?
I don't know. She's in Ozark.
52.
62.
62 exactly. Chase is up 8-3. Chaser, how old is bass player Duff McKagan of Guns N' Roses?
63.
60.
62. Chase is up 9-3. We might have a record here, folks. Chase, the lead singer of Spin Doctors, Chris Barron.
59.
54.
He is 59. Chase has got 11. It's 11-3, and we got some more to go, too. Dr. Crane, how old's country singer Sarah Evans?
44.
All right, Sarah Evans. 52.
55. Let's see, we got one more here. If he can break the record, if Chase can break the record, how old is country singer Tyler Farr? If you get this dead on, you break the record's 12. If you get this, it'll be 13. Country singer Tyler Farr.
38.
32.
He is 42 with that.
Just
11-3, though.
That's pretty good.
What a game. Comes back. Gets it done.
What a game. That is going to do it for us. Thanks to the Omni for having us today.
Always, hey, to our guys out there, you just heard the message about 10 minutes ago. If you're out there struggling, listen, I need you to go to therapy. I need you to realize how wonderful and beautiful you are and how powerful you are. I know you're going through some things. I get it. We all do that. But listen, our world's a better place because you're here. So if you are struggling, take a moment. Ask God for clarity. Ask God for opportunities. Know that we love you, and know, more importantly, more than anything else in this world, please know that God loves you.
Amen to that. Peace, love, rock and roll. DVD coming your way next here on 102.5 The Game.